What's going on, my boxing brothers? What's happening out there? Yes, sir. I know y'all checked out the ESPN pound for pound boxing list, and what I'm saying, we had a real good discussion last night. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of the brothers out there. Got got into a real good boxing discussion. You know what I'm saying, about Errol Spence Jr., Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? What his name, Demetrius Bivol. You know, everybody has some strong opinions. So now, ESPN has dropped their pound for pound list. And it looked like a bunch of bullshit to me. You know, every time they come out with their pound for pound list, every time ESPN drop their pound for pound list, it be some bullshit. And the only reason, in my opinion, they drop heavyweights on that list, is because, they know, Usyk and Tyson Fury is up there. So, heavyweights to be on there. But since they got the top heavyweights, got the complexion for the protection, of course they're gonna put them on there. You know what I'm saying? So we got, I have no problems. I have no problems with Terence Crawford being number one. You know what I'm saying? But they got Inouye, Monster Inouye as number two. Now, I ain't got no problem with Crawford being number one. Crawford earned it. He's a three division champion. You know what I'm saying? He's earned the right, to be number one. He's done a lot in the sport. He unified at 140, and he's a dynamic goddamn boxer. So, but Monster Anyway, Monster Anyway, who struggled, with Donier, an old ass Donier. I know Donier is a hell of a fighter, but shit, Monster Anyway, he's supposed to be all that. He don't deserve no damn to be at number two. I have no problems with, I think Spence should be at number two. Um, they don't even have Jamal. They don't even have Jamel Charlo on here. They got Canelo Alvarez as number four. He's dropped. Now Tyson, they got Tyson Fury, and they got Usyk, number five and number six, filling up the goddamn pound for pound list. Now y'all know that's a problem. There's what it starts with in a way. The problems start with in a way, and then you got Tyson Fury and Usyk on here, and they're not supposed to be on here. So you got Lomachenko, on here at number seven. Then you got Demetrius Bivol on here, at number eight. Man, boy, they make sure these guys, as soon as they win one, they throw them up there high on the list. You got Shakur Stevenson cruising in at number nine, and then you got Juan Francisco Estrada at number 10. Now, how the hell did he get in there? So Crawford number one, then they got Monster Anyway. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got no problems with this list. Y'all come on in. Smash the like button when you come on in. Make that happen. Let's get it going. Another night of great boxing talk. So we got a lot of boxing coming. Jamel Charlo, he guarantees a knockout. He's been talking real, real heated lately about what he's gonna do in the ring. So all really we want from Jamel Charlo is for him to listen to Derek James. You know what I'm saying? That's all he got to do. Listen to Derek James and use his abilities, use his jab. Use his gifts. And if he do that, he'll be all right in the fight. You know what I'm saying? But when he get in there and he want to do what he want to do, that's when he gonna run into trouble. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come on in. You know what I'm saying? So for Jamel to be successful, he need to go ahead and drop that attitude to just listen to Derek James, and I think it'll work out for him. But Castano say he gonna make him pay. You know what I'm saying, for everything, all that shit he been talking. So Castano, he fired up too. So they both. This was gonna be a good fight this weekend. I think Jamel, what I'm saying, he needs to stay focused. You know what I'm saying, fuck these interviews. You know what I'm saying, and keep his mind on the damn fight. You know what I'm saying, what he got to do, and listen to damn Derek James instead of worrying about his image. And see, that's his goddamn problem. He always worried about his damn image. You know what I'm saying? And he always worried about what the next person are thinking or shit like that. He better listen to Derek James instead of going into this fight thinking he's just gonna go in there and knock that man out. Because 9 times out of 10, when you go in trying to knock somebody out, y'all already know what happens. Your ass get knocked out. So you know what I'm saying. He need to work on his skills. He need to pump that jab to keep Castanos honest. Because Castanos gonna come in there. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna come in there, he gonna bum rush Jamel, and he gonna see what he got, see what he doing. He gonna ask them questions and see if Jamel gonna send some receipts his way. And if Jamel don't send enough receipts his way, Castano's coming. I mean, he's gonna bring it, bro. And I'm pretty sure they've mapped out a pretty good game plan. For Jamel. Saying Jamel, he starts slow. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna try to rack up still rounds. Castano's a volume puncher. So y'all come on in here, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get on in here and get started. You know, this damn pound for pound list. You know what I'm saying? You can't even really take it seriously. You know, you can't really. What's going on? Who's real? What's happening, my brother? What's going on? You seen the ESPN pound for pound list?
Yeah, I seen
I
that
got the damn
crap.
thing off. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
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 man.
I seen that crap.
Man, it got Terence Crawford number one. Then somehow Monster Inouye end up as number two. Yeah, they
I
got
still haven't seen that guy fight,
man. I
but he
mean,
top five pound for pound. I guess I need to look him up.
nah, yeah. I mean, if if
He
if
top five pound for pound. Goddamn,
if Donier gave him hell and he old, right? He can't be all that, right?
man. Only time I heard of this guy is he on somebody top. He on somebody pound for pound list.
Yeah.
Ahead of taking on all champs, all top five guys
Hmm.
for his last 5 or 6 fights. He taking on champs and top guys.
Hmm. Now,
But
well, oh, you talking about anyway?
yeah, I'm saying no. I'm talking about this. They keep putting anyway above Spence, and Spence
Right.
is taking on all top guys. And I ain't even never seen this guy fight.
Hmm. Yeah, that's because I don't know what it is. They like putting them foreign folks, above the black fighters, and they know damn well that the black fighters are taking on all the challenges. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? I don't have any problem with Terence Crawford being number one, bro. You know what I'm saying? But to have in a way over damn Errol Spence Jr., bro, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I see they got Canelo Alvarez at number four. Then check this out. They got Tyson Fury and Usyk on there at 5 and 6. Come on, bro. Come on now. You know the heavyweights ain't even supposed to be on this damn list.
right.
And they done dropped two of them on here. And then so you can see what they did. They don't whiten up. They don't put a lot of white faces because you know who next. Vasil Lomachenko. Oh, they got and
Yeah,
they got Dmitry Bivol, who's coming
yeah,
in hot at number 8. Are you
yeah.
fucking serious, bro? They don't white it up the top 10. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Come on, bro. I mean, he come on. Yeah, he a champion. He just beat Canelo Alvarez. I guess that's you beat Canelo Alvarez, nigga. That's what I'm saying.
You
That's
gotta
20.
put him on there.
Yeah,
That's
you
how they
for
look at it.
real, for real, for real. But still, somehow Canelo Alvarez is over Dimitri Bivol, even though he just got his ass whipped.
Right,
What's
and
what's going
way
on,
above
Ben?
him.
What's going on, Ben? What's going on?
They got him way over him too.
Right. I mean, you just got your ass whipped, and the guy who just whipped your ass, he below you. I guess because he unified 168 through politics. I mean, I guess. I mean, if he want to be a click the link, being the link up there, bro. Go ahead and come on in. So it's crazy, bro. And then Shakur, I'm surprised they got him at 9.
Man, but
And shit,
listen, bro, that's ESPN. We talking about ESPN
right,
who wiped away one of wiped away Vasily Lomachenko loss
right.
just to create a narrative. So they'll do anything. They
And
that
then Lomachenko, he lost 2 fights. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna be on there above people who haven't lost yet? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
dude, the dude ain't even about to fight. Nobody ain't even about to fight, let alone had a fight.
right. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. And
And didn't he
shoot,
lose his last fight to Tio? He
no, no,
lost
no,
it.
no.
Well, he
He
lost
beat
to Tio. He lost all his belts to Tio.
right.
So how
But
the
he
hell is
came
he?
he came back. He came back and beat Nakatani. People that
Yeah,
Tio already beat. You know what I'm saying? He beat Nakatani and that other Kami dude, who was
Coleman.
whack. Kami, he was whack, bro. That was a whack ass fight, bro. Just and he all he had to do is fight two guys who's already, what I'm saying, just mediocre, and they ready to put his ass right back up on the damn pound for pound list. That's crazy.
That's
That's
what you call
crazy.
hype.
Right.
Yeah,
And
that's
see,
certified hype
and,
right there.
and I'm gonna just keep it real. I haven't seen Juan Francisco Estrada fight yet. Or have I? Sometimes I be watching so many damn fights. I know I haven't seen Juan Francisco Estrada fight. And he's at number 10. So he must be 102 pounds or something.
Hmm. I don't know. I ain't seen no fight either.
Right, not yet. I haven't seen him fight yet. But he's on the pound for pound. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they could just take Tyson Fury and Alex Usyk right on up off there, bro. They just did that to whiten it up. Yeah, they sure
I'm
did.
trying to understand what the list even mean because I mean I don't understand how you put Bud over Earl Spence.
But Bud, pound for pound, man, he's a 3 division champion. You know what I'm saying? He came up from 130. You know what I'm saying? He
So it
won
don't matter who you fought.
apparently. You know what I'm saying?
And then what I'm saying is Earl
But
Spence
he
only
but
been
he
in.
but he did unify 140 though.
But
I
what I'm
mean,
saying, what I'm trying to say is Earl
hmm
Spence only been in one division. So how is he even on a pound for pound list if he only been in one division if we're talking about multiple divisions? You see what I'm saying? It's the same
well,
thing like
it's also about skill for skill. You know what I'm saying? The best. You know what I'm saying? Who's the best? You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that other than just accolades. You know what I'm saying? It's also about skill for skill. Who would beat any boxer in any division? You know what I'm saying? Their style. You know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm trying to say, brother.
Uh-huh.
I mean, this just for me. I ain't saying my opinion is above the end all be all. I'm just trying to express that
hmm
Bud has not fought the best.
We know.
Right. So I'm trying to that's what I'm saying. So how If even this, if you just look at the last 4 or 5 years, Bud has not been fighting the best competition. We know he's been fighting C and B level fighters.
Yeah,
He
but
has not fought an A level fighter, and then here you got Errol Spence putting it up. But it's cool. I'm cool. I'm just like, okay, cool. Let this guy go ahead and hype him up. Go ahead and put him number one over everything, over everybody. Make him the number one welterweight if you want to. It's cool
hmm
because this is gonna make it that much better. Where Earl knock his eye out of socket.
the eye collector.
Give it to him. Let him have it. Give him all
Well,
the accolades.
well, you know when
Yeah, the eye collector.
Canelo lost, Terence Crawford tweeted. He said, "Now we know who number one,"
You
and
see
I
what I'm
thought that
saying?
was
I think that's
so.
weak, man. Like, bro, just be sitting back waiting to just be escalated up by default. He ain't trying to put in no work to really make himself.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
know what you
saying?
mean. I know what you mean.
Everything he got is by default. I was listening to BF earlier, and he was saying that all them titles that he got at 140 were vacant titles. He wasn't fighting champions. And then one of them fights, I know it was, I think it was in Dungos for two titles. So he wasn't fighting champions and like coming up like Earl Spence did.
Right, right. I understand what you're
It's
saying,
disgusting,
but you
bro.
know,
This is
but with the networks is built on accolades. What you build,
politics.
he's been in the sport a lot longer than Errol Spence Jr. So Errol Spence Jr. came up pretty fast, bro. You know what I'm saying? He came up fast when he ran through the division.
Not
You know what
as
I'm saying?
Bud fans to tell it. He been at the same division for 10 years and haven't even accomplished half of what Bud has.
Well,
He's
but
only been at one.
Bud been in boxing since 2008, bro. Since Obama was president. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So, he's been around a lot longer. So, of course, you should accomplish more if you was in boxing before,
My
in
thing
sport.
is, my thing is, if you was all that, you should be the A side. How about that?
Well, he don't have a boxing network right now. You know what I'm saying? So he couldn't offer nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
He
saying you've
couldn't.
been in the
It's
game this
it
long and
ain't
you ain't
like
got nothing
it
to
ain't
offer.
it ain't like the WBO gonna put up money. You know what I'm saying, for you to fight. You know what I'm saying, another to unify with another champion. You see what I'm saying? You need a network.
Hmm.
To do that. That's why it'll be good for Bud if he goes sign with the PBC. I'm saying, I don't care if it's for a one fight or two fight deal. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? As long as he call Al and get it good over there. I know everybody's talking about, why ain't so and so sending the contract. It ain't about the well, from what I understand, everything is being negotiated right now, and
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that Spence gonna give him what he want because Spence want that belt. you
yeah,
know, he told him a long time ago, he said, look, what I'm saying, this is what I'm going to do. And so that's what he did. He said, I'm going to fight the fights, everybody who signed to the PBC, he can make those fights. He can't make those fights with Top Rank. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? He can't make them with Top Rank. He told Bob to his face, you smoke and mirrors, bro. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And everybody went on his, about him going on the easy route. The easy route is going to the PBC, fighting the fights he know he can get. You know what I'm saying? And this is the hardest fight that Errol Spence Jr. had to make with all the champions. Well, with the exception of the WBA, because they wanted to put Ugas in that tournament, and
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And the Al Heyman had to come in and what I'm saying, pay what's that guy named Stoney on some step aside money, so
yeah,
they can get that fight going because they damn sure was about to throw. Really, it was kind of a stunt by the WBA to get a little extra money, get some money for their trouble. You know what I'm saying? So just
yeah.
to so they can get something out the deal,
Yeah,
and they
they knew
did
what they
that.
was doing. Yeah,
So now, they're talking about the WBA might try to push Stanionis in the way, you know what I'm saying, of the Terence Crawford Errol Spence Jr. fight. Um, you know, make I hopefully that shit don't happen. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully nothing like that happen. hopefully, nothing stops this. From what I understand, the negotiations are going, and they're talking about, fighting in September, and what I'm saying, and if I know Spence, the way he moved, he really, when he focused on something, it usually happens. So, and
Yeah,
he,
I don't have no doubt that he gonna make sure they make this fight happen no matter what. Just like he did,
uh-huh,
I think that was Errol Spence that made that Ugas fight happen. Like, hey man, do what
mm-hmm,
y'all got to do to make this fight happen. Just like those Bud fans, they be laughing talking about, oh, Earl only got this much for this Ugas fight, but you got to understand they had to pay step aside money to get this fight done, just so Earl
mm-hmm.
can get that belt. So
Yep, yep, they
if,
sure
if
did.
they if they
And
have any doubts that Earl will do whatever it takes to make a fight happen, you just seen in that Ugas fight, he gonna make it happen.
I tell you, Al Heyman, man, he's a hell of a businessman. You know what I'm saying? He is one hell of a businessman. So whatever, what I'm saying, it take to get it done, I don't know what the hell he be doing. But he be, he knows the contacts that he got. He know how to work with them. And when Earl wants something, he go out and get it for him. You know what
Well,
I'm saying? So, I don't know why Bud, what I'm saying, won't sit down, what I'm saying? Well, I don't know if he did or not yet, but what I'm saying, for all them years when he was with at top rank back in 2018, when he just could have came over to the PBC. You know what I'm
but he
saying? He would
got you got his team coming out here talking about fuck Al Heyman and fuck Errol Spence and fuck
right.
anybody that fuck with them and fuck the like they talking all this gangster shit. Y'all niggas really is powder puff. But anyway,
So they saying that Canelo, you know what I'm saying, he can't take this loss, bro. He's saying that he's saying he's having a hard time dealing with it. So and it looks like, Eddie Reynoso talking about they want to fight again. Canelo want to fight him again at 168. So I don't think that's a good idea for him, bro. That's not. We
he
saw the
really
style
making himself
matchup.
look worse. He making himself look bad because first of all, you asked for this shit.
That's right.
You asked for this. You could have fought the. You could have defended your belts with the champions that's in your weight class. You the one decided to move up and fight a bigger fighter. I mean, shit. Obviously, you didn't do your you didn't do your study, your work. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? To study this guy and see what he working with because you wasn't ready for nothing that he had. I mean, he looked confused out there, and you already know me. I like Canelo. You know what I'm saying? I'm a
Yeah,
Canelo
you do.
fan. Despite everything, how he moved, people don't like how he moved this and that. But at the same
Hmm.
time, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, bro, you asked for this,
Yeah.
and you making yourself look weak by coming out here making all these excuses and all this old shit, talking about you didn't lose and all this. Come on, bro. You was unprepared. You was outclassed. It was obvious.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing about boxing, and you supposed to be Canelo Alvarez. Like that's what I say. The same thing I said about Bud. Give him the crown. Let him be number one. Cause you know what? When his ass get knocked the fuck down, it's gonna be that much worse. All right. Then you see the character of a person. Cause you sitting up here making all these damn excuses, and here it is, you gassing out in the fight. That's the worst
Right.
thing. I mean, if anything, you're not supposed to be gassing out. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
do
That's
you
gross.
see? You don't see Canelo doing much road work, do you?
Shit
Right.
crazy. Shit crazy.
So
But then they want
so
to go ahead.
what's going on,
No,
Aston? L7. What's going on, bro? What's up? What's going on, bro? He says Duck Nello was trying to be great. He wasn't fighting for legacy. He was trying to beat the system of boxing. Yeah, and really, if you think about it, he has, man.
bro. Can
Anytime
I
a
say
sanctioning
something about
body,
this, bro?
go ahead. Hmm.
See, I blame the boxing fans for that move that Canelo was trying to do. Because if he would have went up there and beat Bivol and got that belt for the rest of eternity, he would have been, oh, he's a four division champion. You know what I mean? That would have been an accolade, and that's the same thing we doing to Bud Crawford. Even though this man has fought nobody, but they place him
Right.
at the top of the mound just because he beat somebody with a belt. If Canelo
Right.
would have beat Bivol, he would have been what, 3, 4 division champion. All right.
Yep.
He would have been a 3, 4 division champion, no questions asked. Don't matter who he fought. It would have just That's would have been the argument. You would have said, "Oh, but he ain't fought nobody." But he went through 3 divisions and he was undisputed in one. Even though the division that he was undisputed in, he didn't fight none of the real
Yeah.
challengers in that division.
Right.
He
Not
completely
the toughest. Not
he
the not the
blatantly ducking these guys, and they talking about he's undisputed. He's undisputed. I'm so sick of this shit, bro. I blame the
I know.
fans for this shit. Because when you say,
What's up, James Emmanuel? How you doing? Lots of former fighters still call Canelo face of boxing. If a cheat, the face of boxing, what the hell's going on? I hear you, bro.
well,
That's a
shit, them
that's
former boxers will tell you they cheated. Shit.
yeah. Mike Tyson said some
Yeah.
shit that
All them
shocked the
motherfuckers
hell out
cheat.
of me. Mike Tyson said, he said shit. Yeah, he used that shit. I was like, wow. I was like,
Fucking
what the?
Holyfield.
Mm-hmm. So
I ain't gonna look, I'm not gonna throw no names out there, but I'm just saying.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Them motherfuckers
mm-hmm.
was cheating too. So I don't wanna hear shit about them old cats. Them old cats, and then they be pissing me off because they all against Errol Spence. And this man,
Well, you got a lot of old timers that be hating. Roy be hating on EJ,
yeah, you know what I'm
and
saying?
you got
Sugar Ray, you
Sugar Ray Leonard.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Bernard Hopkins,
yeah,
What's his
yeah,
name? Tim Bradley. Like these men,
yeah.
I
He
don't know
says
why they got so much against this guy.
you said a lot of boxers don't follow the BS and politics of boxing. Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. They be in their own little
But
world.
a lot of boxers don't follow boxing. You know what I'm
They
saying? They don't
don't.
know what be going on in the rankings and all that shit. They don't
Yeah,
follow
they
that.
don't. They don't even watch these guys.
Mm-mm,
And then and
that's be us boxing nerds watching this shit. They don't be
yeah.
knowing. They be
Then you
like,
get
huh?
Fight Hype or ES News or go throw a camera in their face and ask them some damn question about some shit they don't even know about, and they give a goofy ass opinion on something
Oh yeah,
they don't even know about.
yeah. James Manuel said, especially Tim Bradley, he be on Bud nuts hard. Yeah, that's because he brought Bud in. He was the one who had he was in Bud. He brought Bud into his camp, and he was sparring with Bud. He said that Bud wasn't a sparring partner. He's a champion. You know what I'm saying? When he was sparring against him, and he saw his talent, so that's why he kind of got a close relationship with Bud. But he will talk bad about Bud though. Bradley a little snake though. You know what I'm saying? He'll talk bad about any damn body.
Yeah, he the type of motherfucker. I just heard him after the Ugas fight. Spence kind of starting to grow on me, man. Bro, if you don't shut your bitch ass up after you done ducked this man, retired and ducked this man.
Mm-hmm. Because EJ was pressing him hard. He was after Bradley, and Bradley like. Now the funny thing is, Bradley, the motherfucker who started all this bullshit about two sides of the street. Then he
Yep.
want to act like. Then he want to act like. Then he want to act like there's no
Spence
two
making
sides to the
shit up.
street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now that pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? He looked dead.
The
He looked
nigga
Bud dead
literally
in his face.
said that he literally
Hmm.
said two different things in the same damn sentence. It is there. It is there. Boy, I could slap the shit out that dude.
When he went through that little thing with Pacquiao and everybody, was kind of down on him and stuff, about he really didn't beat Pacquiao. He was on suicide watch, man, so it did something to him, man. He's a little confused
He
about who
weak.
he is, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, Bradley gonna be Bradley. And I'm a little surprised about Ward. Ward be trying to, play a little politics, what I'm saying, up in there. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? He don't be like really calling it like it is all the time. He try, what I'm saying, but when it's time to sell that fight, when it's time to, play up the top rank like Belinga. Y'all seen Belinga last fight? Belinga look
Uh,
horrible. That motherfucker look horrible, bro. He looked like he was about to. looked like he was about to take a L, boy. I was like, God damn. And he not tech, not Bradley. He was like, he was telling it like it was. You know what I'm saying? And they gave him the fight, but I don't think Belinga gonna be that one, bro. I think somebody gonna take him out. You know what I'm saying? He don't look like he's learning. His learning curve is just, you know what I'm saying? He ain't picking it up. He ain't getting better.
I don't
Uh,
know, man. I know Andre Ward pissed me off when he was cooning, talking about I think it was Tio was
hmm
undisputed, calling Tio undisputed and shit. And
Oh
Tim
yeah,
Bradley
yeah.
too. That pissed me off because I'm like, how the fuck is y'all supposed to be brothers? You know what I'm saying? And y'all won't even speak up and say, hold on now. David Haney got a belt too. So how is you know what I'm saying? They won't kill that narrative. And these guys they on national television. They in a
Well,
position where they could actually affect the narrative.
well,
So I
it's kind of
mm-hmm,
like Chris Mannix, how he do Demetrius Andrade. You know what I'm saying? You got Canelo right there in the same network. Yeah, he won't mention them as far as fighting each other. He wouldn't dare do that. You see what I'm saying? They be protecting Canelo, Eddie
mm-hmm,
Hearn, you know what I'm saying? And he got to the room. They had that little thing, I think Champside had it, where they went to the room and Demetrius was like, hey man, why you not pumping my name like you pumping everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Triple
mm,
G, and
mm,
you won't put my name with them and stuff. And Chris, he just gas lit him. There's like, you
mm.
come in, I like the way you talking here. I like your attitude. I'm like, man, you got to get out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Demetrius is just too nice, man. He's just too nice. He's too passive. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they just screw over him like that, because he allow it. And he don't wait it too late, because now, what I'm saying, they done normalized it now. So
Yeah,
now, no,
it's like he agreed with the shit.
mm-hmm. And see, they let him
So
fight
once you
all. Go ahead.
I
Mhm.
was just gonna say once you agree to the shit, it's like that's it. It's in stone. Nobody's
Mm.
ducking you. This and that. Didn't he pass on the opportunity to fight a Charlo?
Yeah.
Ducked out of a fight for a Charlo. So then Al Heyman blacklisted him. For now, I don't know why these fighters don't give a PBC their respect because a lot of the major legacy fights is with the PBC
Right.
in what
Right.
like in at least two or three of these weight classes.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
man, you know what I'm saying? And all you got to do is show respect. And nobody asking to get their dick sucked. Just be respectful, man.
Right. Right.
Respect this man's time. They put together a fight. They get you a fight, and then you just duck out of the shit.
Jane Manuel says they disrespect Devin like this man ain't that Devin got knocked out, like that Devin got knocked out Cambosos. He got two. If Let me see how you say that. They disrespect Devin like this man ain't like that. Devin got knocked out Cambosos. He got two. If it's in the judge's hand, he might lose. Yeah, oh yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. So they got
Yeah,
two opportunities. They got two opportunities to take the shit from him. You see
yep.
what I'm saying? I mean, well, Devin signed up for it, and he's going for legacy. That's cool, but if they can steal it from him, they're gonna do it, bro. You know
Damn
what I'm
sure know they're
saying?
gonna try.
You know, but Bob never been really, big on rematches. So if Devin beat him real convincingly, if Devin just go in there and dog walk his ass, across the ring or all across Australia, what I'm saying, leave that nigga dragging where the dingoes be chasing him and shit like that. If he beat him that bad, shit, I could see Bob like, nah, man, what I'm saying, we gonna just push on the Lomachenko. Now that's gonna be interesting to see if Lomachenko will fight him. You know what I'm saying? Even if they fight two and Devin beat him, It'll be interesting. What's going on, Bruce Gas Boxing, Jazz, and more? What's up, my brother? Subscribe to Bruce, y'all. So it'll be interesting to see if Lomachenko take that fight. You know what I'm saying?
I
I mean,
mean, yeah, if Loma is even available,
mm-hmm.
because Loma was supposed to be the one to get this Camboso fight anyway.
Right, right,
This was supposed to be his fight,
right.
and I don't know, I think they should. Well, I don't know, man. They should have went a different route other than saying we'll take that same contract. How you gonna take the same contract you ain't seen it?
Right, and they wasn't gonna show it to you either.
Like, come on, man. And they gonna say, yeah, well, this was the contract, and they railroaded that boy, man. And like you said, he gonna have to go out there and get the knockout. Ain't gonna be none of that. It can't be no close fight.
Well, I mean, either beat him, either get the knockout, or just win all 12 rounds like Shakur Stevenson do. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson, like he trying to get on a whole nother level here. Look like his power is starting to come in a little bit. His man strength. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. He gonna be tough to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Especially I know everybody think Tank gonna knock him out, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Stevenson is getting better and better every day. Every day you see him in the ring, every opponent look like he's just getting more aggressive, and he got a little look like he got a little bit more pop on his punches now. So
Nah, they
I
some
can.
bad boys.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? But I mean, we done seen robberies now, so
Oh yeah, yeah. They
I
will
mean,
rob you.
that's
They'll
what I'm
rob
talking.
you
I'm talking about a robbery. I ain't talking about,
right
you
at
know
the
what I'm saying,
bathtub. They get
going
you where
out
you're
there
naked.
looking good and you know what I'm saying. That if that dude land, let's just think about it. If that dude land one good punch in a round, they're gonna get that round to him.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm talking about.
So everybody's saying like Canelo Canelo Alvarez would be a fool to fight Demetrius Bivol again because that style is bad for him, but his pride. He got all that pride, and he want to get that get back right away. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Man,
know. I, you know,
man, to me that's a duck. You got all that smoke at 168. What are you just got your ass whooped by Bevel. What you still worried about that for? You got all them killers at 168 waiting on you.
but he don't want to fight them. We know that. I mean, we
That's what
already
I'm
know
saying.
that.
It's a duck. That's why I say it's a duck.
Man, Canelo, he been called. How many divisions he been called a duck, and he still duck. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He definitely ain't fighting no Devin Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? Devin Benavidez, he's too young, bro. He got too much smoke in him. You know what I'm saying? He got too much vitality, too much youth, and he's hungry, man. He's ready to beat somebody ass.
I pick Canelo to beat Benavidez.
I know,
And
but
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. And I love the Charlos, but I pick Canelo to beat Jamal right now. If Jamal don't get himself ready, Jamal ain't war
Oh, it's
ready.
time for Big Israel to jump in now. Oh no. Oh no, my brother.
what up,
Y'all,
Ben? I
what's
knew you
good,
was. I
man?
said Ben was
What's
gonna
up,
come
brother
on in here.
man?
I got to jump in right now, man. Forgive me, man.
Jump
No,
on in.
Uh,
come on, my brother. How you gonna feel right now after Bill just exposed you to Mr. Boris Meat himself? I ain't gonna talk to Bruderall and none of this other stuff he done been accused of.
huh.
You know what I'm saying? You telling me Jamal do not have an answer for that dude for the AKA the face of boxing? Come on, bro. That's why I
No, I'm
say
not
this. I
telling
got
you
to
that.
jump in there. I
I'm
need you
not
to
telling you
explain
that.
this.
Well, I was in the middle of explaining it. If you would have let me finish, what I was saying was Jamal is not. He is not war ready. He got battles that he got to go through before he get to that level. He ain't been through shit. It's just like Bud ain't prepared for Earl Spence. Cause he ain't been through them wars like Earl Spence done been through. Earl Spence done been through wars.
Yeah,
Bud
but
ain't, you know what I'm saying?
But
That's all I'm saying.
when you say, you know, I
I'm
think
saying my boy ain't
I
ready. My
think
what's
boy
going
need to
on,
get
Mike
ready.
Biggs?
Like When I
hold on.
say that,
Let me
he
let
need
me
to fight.
let me read
Oh, go
let
ahead.
me read this comment. Let me read this comment about James Man. He says he got 2 fights or vacate them titles at 168. Right? He can't run. So that's true. You know what I'm saying? But who? I mean, after this loss, let me see. Who could he fight though? I mean, who he gonna accept? I mean, who's gonna fight him?
Who
Let me
would?
see.
What name can
At
he use to
168.
redeem himself at 160? I know.
I think David. I think when he beat Lemieux, I think that this is a WBC eliminator. You know what I'm saying, for that fight for the on the WBC side. But I just don't see I don't see him taking that fight, bro. You know what I'm
Well, he got
saying?
two
So
choices for if you want to speak about a person, if he want to redeem himself, if you want to defend that undisputed title at 168, you got
hmm
you got Jamal over there, and you got David Benavidez. Those are the two biggest names you can redeem yourself with. I think
Andre.
to me, I think Andre. I'm finna bring Andrade too, my brother. I think
hmm
Andrade would be an easy pick out of the three. That's just my opinion, though, because
Yeah,
Andrade
y'all,
You fight
come on, yeah.
Andrade
nobody,
hasn't been
man.
looking real impressive with me lately. His last three fights ain't really. The last one was great, but them
You
other ones,
horrible fighter.
huh?
That
He's
boy
like, get
turned
the
that boy, that boy turned into a Chinese. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Man, that man was Andrade just I don't know, man. And now when y'all was talking earlier that why I ain't chimed in, y'all making great points. And it's time for him to humble himself too and step to the great Al Haven. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been
Yep.
fucking
yeah,
with
yeah,
him over there. You know what I'm saying? You might well humble yourself too and get
I
the
don't
fight secured.
I don't
yeah.
understand why they disrespect that man. Like it
Y'all
just
smash the like button on your way in, y'all. Yeah.
feel like they just don't respect him as a man. You feel me? And that's
hmm
that's that's a terrible mistake.
Yeah. But Dimitri, he ain't fighting nobody right now. So I mean, if he do get the Canelo fight, will he be, in any kind of condition to beat him? You know what I'm saying? Because he's not really fighting nobody really, what I'm saying, to sharpen his skills. You know what I'm saying? He's been fighting a lot of nobodies. So, even if he did get the Canelo fight, what good is it gonna do him?
And
You know what
that
I'm saying?
goes
Because
to the
he
go ahead, I'm sorry, go ahead.
yeah, yeah. But you read on point. You know what I'm saying? What good is it gonna do him?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because he gonna be all fucked up because he ain't fighting nobody. He ain't fighting no elite talent. And to beat
But he's still
Canelo,
dangerous. To Canelo, he dangerous. Just from
that
from from
what's
from
going on, Don?
Canelo's point of view.
Mike Biggs boxing. What's up, brother? Let me see. Don the one here. Let's see. Yeah, so
Ain't that what they said? Ain't that what Canelo trainer said? These black fighters, they dangerous.
that's what Eddie Reynoso said. You know what I'm saying? Um, that they got difficult styles. You know what I'm saying? And so shit.
Or maybe they
I mean,
just too good for
do
you.
y'all now? Let me ask you this: Do y'all? I mean, how good y'all think? I mean, y'all think Canelo really all that?
To accomplish what he did in the boxing over his work, his body of work, I would say yes. But with me, it's some question marks to him with the Boris meat, the brutal raw. That shit plays a factor in my role when I look at a greatest of all time. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, he a
Yeah.
superstar. I ain't taking nothing away from him.
He
If he
Hall of
said it was
Fame.
the Boris, if he said it was the Boris meat and they believe it, so be it. You feel what I'm saying? I know different. You know what I'm saying? I know he
Right.
down. I know he down with that crew. He the CEO of the crew. So but I know Canelo is good to make your point, Paul. He's great. I
Mm-hmm.
think Charlo would knock his ass out right now. I feel Demetrius Andre have a problem. I believe um, David Benavidez definitely put him to sleep. That's why he's scared of David. He don't want to even mention David's name. No way, no how. I don't see Canelo Alvarez signing a fight with David Benavidez though. David will put his ass to sleep, in my opinion, more worse than Charlie will. Both of them will put him to sleep, but I think David would do real because David really big, man. That dude, he walk around by 200 pounds or more easy. 220, 230. Motherfucker big. I don't know how he could get down to that 168.
Well, I think people gonna look at this fight with Dimitri Bivol, and Dimitri Bivol said it himself. He said, as long as you're not afraid of Canelo, because he plays a lot of mind games with you. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
long as you're not afraid, and you stand up to him, you can back him up. And when you
I
back him
believe
up and you show him you want to fight, you know what I'm saying? That fight, I mean, that's going to be a close fight for Canelo unless he just catch you with something. You know what I'm saying? You fight and box him. You know what I'm saying? That's something Caleb Plant wasn't able to do. He was just moving around too much. He would never stand his ground and try to hurt Canelo. And
Can-
probably go ahead.
and that's I mean, Plant and your boy. What's your boy out of New York, man? The black kid, man.
You
He
say out
went
of
in
New
there.
York?
Danny Jacobs.
Jacobs, Jacobs, Jacobs. Both of them had. Let's start with Plant
Too
first.
much respect.
Plant, Plant
Yeah,
had
yeah.
Plant had boxing skill, but he ain't had enough thump on his punch to keep a person like a Canelo at bay. If you want to talk about when you talk about ring generalship, your IQ, and testing this person's power, he had the
Hmm.
boxing skill. He lasted so long, but Canelo said, "Oh, you can't hurt me." Canelo was walking his ass down. Ain't nothing
Right.
he could did. Now Danny Jacob, we're gonna move into Danny Jacob. Danny Jacob had the same thing, but he fell short with that power with Canelo. And then if you don't got the power, you gotta be speed like how Pretty Boy showed it. Bop, 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 bop,
r-
bop, bop, get out of there. If you don't got
Danny
power,
Jacobs.
you got to have that speed and have them angles for him and
I
Right.
have them
think he
thinking
I
at the
think he
same time.
outskilled Danny Jacobs.
You got to have him thinking. You got to have Reynoso thinking. You got to have the cut man ready to get in there and patch his ass up because you got him bleed. Everybody thinking. Yeah, you can't go in there playing with no. But what Bivol showed us, a big body of work is easy for Canelo.
Well,
Easy
the,
for
the the
Canelo.
problem with Jacobs is he's not very accurate. You know what I'm saying? When he punches, you know what I'm saying, and he's not that aggressive.
He
You
was
know what I'm
landing.
saying?
He was landing on Canelo, but he had nothing. He had that thump though. He had no. He had that sludge hammer in his arsenal,
No, they say they say Danny got power, but Danny
and
can
he
miss
had it from
you.
Canelo.
Danny could be Danny Jacobs. He could be right in front of you, and he'll miss you. You know what I'm saying? Somehow
Who?
he'll miss you. He is not accurate at all, bro. I don't know if he got some kind of, you know what I'm saying, some kind of eye condition, but his hand-eye coordination is horrible. You know what I'm saying? It is
His punch
terrible.
placement just be all over the place. He don't get them
All
cues.
over the goddamn place. And I'd be like, what the fuck? I'm like, you can't hit this nigga, you right there. You right there. I'll be like, and I just hate seeing them fight. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's just horrible. His whole style is, you know what I'm saying? What was that guy name that knocked Danny out when he back when he first what was that guy? The one that died. What his name is? The Russian dude. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
What's that guy name? Knocked out Danny Jacob. Man, my memory bad, bro. But anyway, you know what I'm
Mine
saying?
worse.
His power, because I mean, Danny used to be really good, man. He just declined, and he looked like he just getting a paycheck these days. You know what I'm saying? He don't look like the same dude. You know what I'm saying? Now
Has
he
he
touching
fought since Canelo?
shit. I don't even. Well, yeah, he fought. I think he fought. What's that guy name? Rosario. What's his name? The Spanish guy, the one who just fought. What's his name? Gasario, something like that. He just fought him.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
was a trash
Rosario.
fight. Yeah,
Yeah,
good
yeah, yeah,
trash
yeah.
fight. And he looked horrible in that motherfucker. Both of them did. You know what I'm saying? So he told that's why Jamal should have fought him when he had the opportunity. And that kind of show you that Jamal, he kind
That's
of
what I'm
shy away
talking
from
about.
he shy
That's
away
what
from tough competition. And
that's what I'm talking about.
Danny
He need
Jacobs
that.
ain't all that. He should have won it. He should have took that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And put
He should be going harder for that than the Canelo fight. He should be going
right,
hard for that fight.
No, see,
right.
but the Canelo, I see what you saying. He'll knock Danny Jacobs' ass out tomorrow.
He need to do it.
He'll
I
do it,
mean, I believe he
It's
would, but
easy to
but
say,
you
but he
talk
need to
about
but
do
you
that shit. He need that
but you
name on his resume.
Exactly. We 100 agreement on that part. But when you talk about the Canelo, we talk about a bigger paycheck. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn my attention right there. Because at the end of the day, he got a family to feed. He got Ronnie Shields to take care of. You know what I'm saying?
My
Mother,
brother. But what I'm saying is,
that's what
when
it's
you
about.
go,
They're
you
gladiators and
you
they got to
you
be
make
rewarded
that
at
you
the end of the
make
day.
that check even bigger when you go after these
He
big
at the
fish.
doorway right now. Canelo got to identify himself right now. He got to find Saul Alvarez. Canelo
Mm-hmm.
got to find Saul right now. Cause
Yeah,
them motherfuckers, he allowed one of them bitches to split up. He allowed his alter ego to get away from the man he used to be. And this
facts,
shit
Yeah.
is out of control. He got to
facts. That
put.
motherfucker, isn't
He
he
got to
pull off
go
in a
find. Cause
Bugatti?
now I wouldn't even, if I was advising him, I'd leave the Bivol fight alone. I let that go. You know what I'm saying? The great one even lost. I said, okay, that's behind me. But this undisputed, okay, Charlo, David Benavidez, I'm finna show y'all. And Bivol, I ain't done with you. I need to get polished up a little more. Cause Canelo's stamina look is sloppy. For him to be all juiced up, that motherfucker ain't had no answer for the big boy. He was juiced up, and I don't got. That's on me. Poor do not have nothing to do with being Israel filter. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Yeah.
saying. And he passed every test Canelo did, y'all. Nothing to do with being Israel filter. You know what I'm saying?
So
Yeah. And he passed every test Canelo
what's
did.
going on, Julie? Somebody got some background noise going on or
Hey,
something.
what's good with you,
You know what
brother?
I'm saying?
What's up? What's up?
What's up, brother?
Ain't
Right
too
there.
much, man.
Shalom, shalom.
Hey, what's good with you, brother?
Turn the
No, you gotta
YouTube
turn
off
it.
in
You
the
got yeah, you got
background.
yeah.
Shalom, shalom.
Hey, what's good with you, brother?
Turn the
No, you
YouTube
gotta turn
off
it.
in
You
the
got yeah, you
background.
got yeah.
Hey, what's good with you, brother?
Turn the
Hey,
YouTube off in the background.
Julie, you gotta turn that YouTube off. Yeah.
All right, we all here.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Are we
here.
clear? I thought that boy came
Yeah,
in
you
with the
gotta turn that
microphone and
YouTube
everything.
off.
He came in with the studio.
What is that?
Tell you got to try it again. Try it again, bro.
Yeah, try it again, man. So yeah, man. So there you go. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I didn't realize what I had done. What's going on with you, brother?
Oh no, no, nothing much, man. What's going on with you?
Hey, look, man. My boy, D Nice, Ballatana boy, he turned me on to y'all show, man.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Valentine boy. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Bring everybody with you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be cranking it up. You know what I'm saying? Talking some boxing because there's a lot of stuff going on, man.
Hey, no doubt, man. But look, I was gonna say this about Canelo pace, his conditioning. I
Mhm.
feel that it had a lot to do with the pace of the fight.
Mhm.
Canelo can fight 20 rounds if he could dictate the pace. He couldn't dictate anything in that fight.
That's
So
right.
so when he couldn't dictate, yeah, look, if you remember over a decade ago, he used to get tired in fights. That
That's
was
right.
Yep.
that was the thing
Yep.
about him,
Sure did.
But if you can fight who you want to fight, and if you can fight at the pace you want to fight, you can fight all day. It's like fighting in the gym. You know what I'm saying? So I think it had a lot to do with the level of opposition on
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
his conditioning was so good or it looked good.
Well, like you saw in the you saw in the Billy Joe Saunders fight, he just paced himself that whole fight. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And he knew that Billy Joe Saunders would fold. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So he had no doubt. So he's fighting fighters he know he's mentally stronger than. You know what I'm saying? He
Right.
came with Bivol, you know what I'm saying? Bivol was just mentally strong, you know what I'm saying? And he got the skills. So, he just ran into, a real champion.
Right.
And go
Right.
ahead.
And then you saw also that Canelo still got the same issues and problems that he had a decade ago. He can't
Yep.
cut off the ring. He can't get out of the way of a jab. And if you come forward, excuse me, if you come forward on him like Triple G did, you show that you can break him, break him down like Bill
Mm-hmm.
did, and you also can move on him. So it's two different ways you can beat him. It's just
Mm-hmm.
like I say, it come down to level of opposition, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He's used to fighting guys like Plant, and like we be giving these guys credit sometimes, but the truth be told, bro, them guys can't fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Like just point blank, man. Guys like Billy Joe Saunders, them guys ain't never really beat nobody.
Right.
You know,
Well, and plus, they good against certain styles. You know what I'm saying? If
right,
you could beat somebody who got the belt, like you could see, like for instance, somebody who's just got mediocre skills, like an Ndongo,
right,
somebody who end up with a belt, and then somebody who's really got skills, like Terence Crawford, come along. You know what I'm saying? He gonna rack up in a weak division like Triple G racked up all them belts at 160. You know, so he came at the right time,
right,
and it wasn't nobody. Could he have been champion when um, Bernard Hopkins was there, or you know what I'm saying, any of those guys during that era?
right.
You Triple G came right after all the good people left from 160.
Yeah, Jermaine Taylor, all those.
Jermaine said he wasn't no parts of that. You know what I'm saying? He came right after all their ass left. Here he come, cleaning up the division. Oh, nobody, he's the most avoided fighter in history, right? After we just
Right.
seen all this special talent, jump up out the league. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they just came along at the right time.
Yeah, timing is everything too.
Right. You know?
Because if you look back to go back what you're saying, you think about those welterweights back in the late '90s, early 2000. It came when De La Hoya, not Mayweather, De La Hoya, Corte, Trinidad, and
Yep.
all those guys were champions. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you think about a guy like Obakar. You know,
Yeah.
he couldn't get past those guys, man. So yeah, timing is everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And see now look who's at 140 now. You know what I'm saying? Versus who was at 140 when Bud was down there, or when
Right,
Danny Garcia was down there. Look
right.
who's there now.
Yeah, you
You
got
got
some
you
young
got more
killers.
talent.
Right.
Yeah. Montana Love. Not. He had a terrible performance. That was
Man,
kind of.
hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. The only thing exciting, and it ain't even really exciting, is it little dog. I'm not real high on Montana Love. I mean, that's me personally.
Well, from what this last performance, I ain't either, because I thought he was gonna go out there and show out. I thought he was
Yeah.
gonna show his athletic ability, and he let me down. You know what I'm saying?
He's a
And that was for a belt. And
right,
that was for a belt.
right. He a gym fighter. He's a gym
Mm-mm.
fighter. And
He,
and when he get
he's a
into the ring with Matisse and Gary Antoine and some of those guys, you're gonna see the level that he at.
Yep.
There's a reason he signed with Matchroom.
Mm-hmm. I said Gary Antoine was gonna take his title. I said that. You know what I'm saying? I said that the other night. I said Antoine would destroy him.
Yeah, no doubt. No
Mm-hmm.
question. No question.
So I was asking the other guys, I was like, now how good do you think Canelo really is? I mean, you know what I'm saying? How good do you think he's the face of boxing?
Well, he's only the face of boxing because of popularity.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he's the type of fighter that I tell guys is like this. If if you are average fighter or below average fighter, he good at getting you out of there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you got resistance or if you're a good fighter, he gonna struggle. But he also got great matchmaking. And
Mm-hmm.
they got a way of making everybody that he fight look like a monster until he go in
Mm-hmm.
there and beat him or destroy him. And then we say, woo, because you can only uplift him if you done praise the guy the whole entire time. Then Canelo go and destroy him like Caleb Smith. Remember? I mean, I got to give it to Eddie Hearn. He made Caleb Smith and Saunders and all those guys look like they were really something. So, in my opinion, Canelo is a good fighter, and
Mm-hmm.
I be hearing guys like Breadman call him an all time great. He's not an all time great. He's just a good fighter, and ain't
Right.
nothing wrong with that. But sometimes
Right.
when people start to heap fake praise on these guys and call them all time greats, it make people then hate on them, but not necessarily trying to, but they just being honest, like he ain't no all-time great. So that's my opinion of Canelo. He's a good fighter, and in this era, he's a real good fighter, but he's not a great fighter.
So they got him like
But
number 4 on the pound for pound list,
let me.
and
I want,
Bivol and Demetrius Bivol is at number 8. So he just beat Canelo Alvarez, and he's above Demetrius Bivol. And I just
but
thought that was interesting.
I want
Go
to
ahead.
ask a question. What do a person consider an all-time great before say he's not an all-time great, or he is an all-time great? What's your definition of all-time great? Because to me personally, I think he can be one of, because you got the fight, you got the people like the Sugar Ray, and I say with me, my brother. You say your name Julius, right?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Julius, my brother. You know when I consider all-time greats, I have a problem with because of some of the boys me, the embruderol, it's stuff like that. Because
Right,
Hmm.
I love clean fighters though, bro. It's
right,
my personal thing, bro. Because if you
right,
got boxing by itself is a brutal sport. It's dangerous by itself. You can't play this shit, bro. You go in there
right.
playing boxing, your ass gonna lose your life, bro. You think
No
you
doubt.
finna cash that $1 million check? No, your wife finna cash it and your life
Right,
insurance policy. So you
right.
can't go in there playing this shit. But when I ask you what's your definition of an all time great, maybe I might agree with you.
My definition of an all-time great is, first of all, you're gonna need the opponents in order to become an
Yep.
all-time great. So
Yep.
in order to become that all-time great, you're gonna have to beat other great guys. And then,
I say that all the time.
yeah,
Go ahead.
and then sometimes, to separate yourself from just being great, you're gonna have to blow out a great fighter. It's like in baseball, right? You got guys in the Hall of Fame, but Hall of Famers aren't all the same. You know what I'm saying? Like Hall of
Right.
Fame is supposed to be
Right.
like the biggest. Because if you look at it like this, Barry Bonds would be considered like a Hall of Famer of Hall of Famers. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and that's how I look at it as far as boxing. Like, in order to be an all-time great, you're gonna number one, you're gonna have to win fights. That's number one. Now you can lose fights and still be an all-time great, but you're
Yep.
gonna have to have beaten a bunch or at least a handful of great fighters. And
And
then if you can beat another all-time great with that, and that's why I guess people look at Sugar Ray Leonard beating, Thomas Hearns and Marvin Hagler, because those are all-time greats because
Right.
they had the opponents in
That's
order
right.
to become an
now,
all-time great.
now if you
And
just
that
say that, Julius, if you just say that alone, I would have to say Canelo is an all time great. You may say no,
Well,
he's not. I'm gonna say
well,
I'm gonna,
what's
because if
the
you look at
opponent?
because we're gonna talk about his
Uh,
body of work. You just said he need all those accolades, the thumb up to be an all time great.
but
He's
you got
not.
to win them now. You
He
got
done,
to
he done
win
won them.
the
He
fights.
only got 2 losses on his resume on
But
record. So
But
we can't
what's the
say
all-time great fighter that he beat?
I can't say it's a bunch of them. You say a body of work of great fighters. He done dethroned a lot of champions. I could say Laura. I could say Jacobs. I could say them little European chumps he just whooped up over there. Those was champions. And if you just look at accolades and a body of work, I tell you what though, to make my point, if Canelo retired today, he'll be in the Hall of Fame tomorrow.
Oh
I
yeah,
say
he
that
definitely a Hall of
before
Famer.
anybody, bro. Anybody,
I,
anybody.
I
First,
agree that he's a Hall
well,
of
but
Famer.
when
I
you talk
just
my
about
don't.
his
my
body,
problem
I
is
don't
he never
agree. Now
separated
let
himself
me clear it up.
in
This
those
this
fights he
I'm
had.
just saying. I told you I wanted you to. I want to hear your work, Julius. Let me clear it up now. I don't agree of his body of work. Now let me just take it all back. I just gave. I'm going to take them shits back now. I don't agree with him fighting them old chump ass motherfuckers. I don't agree with
God.
that. So if you look at on record, like you may say, if you like an NFL team, damn, on record, man, Cincinnati a badass team, bro. But them motherfuckers they can't beat no motherfucking body. On record, he done wood champions, bro. He done been in the green with the greatest them, bro. You can't take
Mhm.
that away from him. The Boar's meat, that's being Israel talking. The Butterall, that's my talk. That don't got shit to do. If they don't say it don't got nothing to do with it, I can talk my shit. I hate cheaters. I'm gonna still say he a cheater to the end. But if just on what you said, you got to call him a great, bro. And I ain't
Well,
defending Canelo because I
Well,
want you to know with being Israel, my G, is man down today, tomorrow, and forever. We just talking boxing now.
that's my boy. That's my boy right there. Goddamn.
well,
Man down, baby.
well. Look now, I don't disagree with you that he's a Hall of Famer. He definitely I would put him in the Hall of Fame, even with the clenbuterol. Okay, I ain't crazy about guys that test positive for steroids because you really don't know when they started using. Is it, you know what I'm saying? So you kind of either you got to accept it or you got to take everything away. It ain't no other way. You know what I'm saying? It's either one of the two. You're either gonna accept all of it or you're gonna take all of it away. So I'm gonna accept it, but I'm gonna put an asterisk beside it. All right.
That's what they
But
did to Barry Bonds, isn't it?
yeah, but they ain't put him in the Hall of Fame. But
Mm.
the crazy part about that is this: when Canelo used the steroids, it still didn't separate him like that. And I'm about to give you an example. Barry Bonds had what 40, 49, 45, 49 home runs, right? He used the clear 1 year and he hit 73 home runs. Now, see, that was Barry Bonds on steroids. It wasn't even fair. And had guys pitched to him, he probably would have hit 100 home runs. So, yeah, some guys you could tell if they're using something because they greatness become even, Superman. But
Right.
I'll say this: Canelo got good wins against Lara, Austin Trout.
You think that was a good win though?
Laura, I mean,
Of course,
he
he
lost the
won.
fight.
He won.
I felt like
Of course,
Laura
you got to
won the
give him his
fight,
credit.
but I definitely felt like Laura won the fight. But
Mm.
they gave the decision
Yeah.
to Canelo,
Yeah.
so that's why I say it was a good win, even
Okay.
though I felt like he lost. I
Mm.
felt like the Austin Trout was a good win.
You thought that was a good win?
Yeah,
Okay.
because when he beat Austin Trout was undefeated, and he had just came off beating Miguel Cotto. And Miguel Cotto won't shot when Austin Trout beat him. So I felt like he beat the best version of Austin Trout. So I give him
Well,
credit for that.
well, I think that open scoring fucked him up because he took chances
Right.
and
I
um
agree.
and and it forced him to because they always give Canelo. He always got the politics. He always got the judges and the refs, and that forced Trout to do what he did and got knocked down. And you see, if for me, if Canelo was truly a great, what I'm saying, he would have just like he knocked out Amir Khan, just like he do these lesser fighters, he would have done them the same way, and he don't. See, Mayweather make when he beat people, you see where he separates himself. And I
Right.
don't think Canelo has enough separation to be called great when he fight, a 50-50 fight. You know what I'm
Look,
saying?
definitely not an all-time great. Definitely not
Hmm.
that. And then I see what the guy in the chat, Timothy, say.
Yeah,
He was
Timothy.
juiced up. But
Yeah.
I mean, Timothy is right. You don't know. What fight he was juiced up for, what fight he won't. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah,
Hmm.
I thought that Triple G beat him
All it
both.
take is one.
I think Triple G won both fights, but they gave him a draw, and So yeah, I agree that Canelo is definitely a Hall of Famer. I don't see the all time great because I ain't seen an all time great performance with him
Hmm.
against
Right.
another guy. Like with Mayweather, he got a great body of work to make him an all time great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because of the opponents that he had at 130 and 35, then the Shane Mosley and the De La Hoya win, you know. So I mean that's my opinion on Canelo.
Yeah, but the only thing I hate about Canelo is that his greatness don't come with context. You know what I'm saying? It's like it only comes with the what's in box rec. You know what I'm saying? It don't come
Right.
with the you know what I'm saying with hey, Canelo got the politics. You know what I'm saying? He's getting gift
Hey,
rounds. He's being you know what I'm saying? So that's cheating boxing to me.
see,
Because if you look at
of course, Floyd.
the old time greats, they had to earn it from the mud. You know what I'm saying? You saw
Right.
Chavez, you saw Mildred Taylor battle it out. It wasn't no, even though they was gifting him
Right.
rounds, he went out there and earned it. At least he went out there and almost got his ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? He had to knock out Mildred Taylor, and they gave it to him, in the last 3 seconds or whatever. But that you know what I'm saying? At least he went out there to get it. Canelo, all he has to do is make it to the end of the 12th round, and he know he got the decision, and that's something I don't agree with. He got too many fights like that. You see what I'm saying? He just got way too many fights like that. Where Triple G, he didn't really dominate Triple G. You know what I'm saying? That them fights was razor thin close. You know what I'm saying? So how you gonna come out of that looking like you're pound for pound? You know what I'm saying? And y'all just went back and forth. When Mayweather had fights like that, he ran it back. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And he separated
Max
himself.
James.
He separated himself.
This why I agree with what you saying, Paul. But then I don't want you to think I'm disagreeing because I like to be fair about it. I promise myself to be to
Oh
be
yeah,
to be
he
fair. So
did.
I'm
James
not gonna.
Emmanuel. James Manuel. He did.
Hey, but you know something though, and
But what,
I
when we
don't.
talk about see, I would consider Jack Johnson my favorite champion of all time. But then if we go talk about the greatest of all time, I'm gonna say Floyd Mayweather. And a lot of people be saying nah, because I'm gonna talk about inside and outside the ring. That's how I define the greatest of all time. Muhammad Ali is in there. Well, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Floyd is the number one. Back then, the sacrifice Jack Johnson had to make so we could see the likes of Muhammad Ali, the likes of Larry Holmes or Mike Tyson or Deontay Wilder. Even, you know what I'm saying, some of the black brothers that's achieving what they're
Yeah.
achieving today. The sacrifice he had to make. Talk about a motherfucker gonna get a piece of my check for the end of your motherfucking career just to get a shot at the heavyweight title. Yes, this is what we had to go through, and I,
And
and just that
But
sacrifice,
when
just
you get
those
time, Israel, go. Yeah, I know you know about Sam Langford, right?
scrapbook boxing is my mentor. I
You know
want you to
about
know.
okay, so you know about Sam Langford. We'll talk on that one day.
Oh yeah, that's another man. When you talk put this why I said I never come on your platform. I'm gonna be respectful to everybody. I don't pick up little rocks, Julius. If you come at me, I thought you was saying some crazy stuff the first time. That's why I went on mute. I want you to get it off because sometimes people come up, they start throwing little rocks. I ain't gonna pick up my family taught me not to pick up the same rock and use it. Don't use the same sword. Don't use the same sword. If you come at me with that sword, use a greater sword. Make sure you make your point real valid so it would never happen again. And,
I
and,
got you,
and
man.
you know what I'm saying? I'm very respectful, bro. But sometimes you may see me somewhere else and you may know this shit going left. It went left. If you rewind it, you'll find out why it went left, bro. But it's all love, bro. We talking boxing. You seem like you come for a good insight of boxing. But
Yeah, man. Hey,
tell your friend to subscribe to Pull. Pull, I'm finna go on mute for a minute, man, because this week, though, we can't give
Hmm.
Canelo too much energy, man. We got Jamel and Brian
Oh
Castano.
yeah.
Who got
Oh
definitely
yeah.
big
undisputed
fight.
this week?
Who you
Big
got,
Huh?
fight.
Julius? Who you got?
Hey, look, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man.
And we talk about the
Mm-mm.
one
Don't,
battle. We
don't,
got the
don't even
rematch
do it.
right here.
I'm gonna
Don't
I'm
even do
gonna
it. Don't even
roll.
do it.
I'm gonna roll with Charlo
Nah.
by close
Okay.
split decision. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I'm not as heavy on Jamel as I am
Hmm.
Jamal. I think Jamal is a better fighter. I think Jamel is good, but the one thing I don't really like about him is that in any fighter like this, I don't like emotional fighters.
Right.
Boxing, you can't be emotional, and he too emotional in the ring. I ain't talking about out of the ring. We know he is that, but in the ring. And I felt like he could have probably knocked Castano out in that first fight, but he
Mm-hmm.
just, I mean, it's like he get angry if a
Yeah,
guy,
me too,
especially if
James.
a guy doing good against him, and then he don't listen to Derek James. I mean, I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. I really wish that he was still with Ronnie Shields so that Errol Spence would move up and stop him. I mean, I'm just being real with you, man. Also, I don't like that cooning that he be doing either, but
Oh, bro,
I'm gonna
bro.
roll with him by
Oh
full
man.
split decision, man.
Yes, sir. He be tripping about that Canelo thing, don't he?
Man, these guys, man. I mean, they really act like they want to kiss this guy in the mouth or something. I don't know, man.
But you know, it's kind of like that. To me, black people, they or Americans, you can even say Americans. You know what I'm
Mhm,
saying? When somebody's rich and somebody's successful, you know what I'm saying? It's like they
mhm.
reach a deity or God like status. You
I
know what I'm
agree.
saying?
I
They
agree.
put them on that, we worship money in this country. Capitalism
Mhm,
got us bent. And
mhm.
when people reach a certain level, they may not like you, but they love the way you was ruthlessly, went ahead and became successful. Because
Right.
the ability to become rich is like, what, maybe 2-3%, what I'm saying, to become part of the 1%. And I guess people, once they see like Canelo and they see his success and everything that's coming his way, they respect that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree, man.
I think
I
that's what
I'm
it
not
agree.
is.
gonna say that in that perspective, pull, but I agree
Hmm.
with you. But for these boxers, we just gonna just leave it. We talking boxing. For these
Hmm.
boxers, some of these boxers that be tap dancing, buck
Yeah.
dancing, ass kissing for a fight with Canelo Alvarez. That part I got a
Right.
problem with. Fuck Canelo Alvarez. He just an average fighter. Bill just showed y'all. Danny Jacob blew the bag. He didn't have an answer. My point was to that though, boy. Danny Jacob ain't had enough snap on his jab to keep Canelo, make him think. He was doing it. I'm looking at the shit. I'm like, damn, Danny Jacob was there. This why, because at first I thought Jamel was kind of scared of Danny Jacobs. Pulled up on his ass talking shit, talk about I'm been getting millions. I said, punch him in his motherfucking mouth. Once
Hey,
Danny
babe, you'll
Jacob
plug
ran
up
in
my
his shit,
computer. You'll plug up.
man, look, the shit would have went left with me. See, this why it ain't good for me to be with some of y'all though, Pull. You got to let me know they cool. Cause I'm gonna go left.
Hey, babe.
You come, cause I'm gonna protect myself. I'm gonna remember what my mama
Hey,
taught me and my father. Make it a good, clean fight
you'll
and
plug up my
protect
computer.
yourself at all times. So when they come talking that crazy shit, I'm gonna be
Thank you, babe.
already fuck clinching. I'm gonna be ready to fire off.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's what it is, though, man.
And
I'm
we got
like,
Brian
shit.
Castano though, Pull.
Yeah, I mean, that's hey, this
So
is for
nobody don't give
undisputed.
Brian Castano, and you know I'm not cheering for Brian Castano, but
I,
we
I,
gonna
I
be a
think I
boxing
think I
fan.
think I think he can make it a close fight. You know what I'm saying? If Jamel don't use that jab, if
Yeah,
he don't listen, if he don't listen to Derek James, it's gonna be close.
and I know one thing, and the reason I said a close split decision is because I know that Charlo gonna do one thing in this fight. He gonna do the exact same thing he did in the last fight. He gonna get on them ropes. And,
I,
and
I,
that and the reason I know he gonna do that is because he done that his whole career.
And so Julie,
Every time I see him fight.
he did it against Rosario.
Mhm.
He did it against John
He
um what's his name? Julian Jackson's son, John
John
Jackson.
Jackson.
He
He
did it
did it
again.
against Tony Harrison.
Yeah.
but what
Oh yeah.
what was the end result for all those fights though?
Oh yeah, they wins. But let me say this.
Knockout, not all of them
Hey,
got knocked
hey,
the fuck out, Julius.
hey,
Not
but let
just
me
knocked out. They was in a coma.
well
Second
not the
fight with
first
Tony
not that
Harrison,
first Tony Harrison
Tony
fight.
Harris ain't know what hit him. He was so confused talking all that shit, cornball, boom, 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 boom. Jamel got his mind together. And this is why I love Jamel right now on the rematch, though, Pool. I'm finna give you my roses right now. I'm finna tell
All
you,
right.
Jamel can stop his ass about 7 rounds, bro. Ain't gonna be no more ropes, Julius.
He
Ain't
ain't
no
gonna
rope
do
a
it
dope
this time.
this. Ain't no
All
rope a
right.
dope this fight.
All
Ain't
right.
no. It gonna be straight up. It gonna be. I'm gonna say uppercut city.
I thought he
Motherfuckers,
was going. I thought he
Brian
was going to
Castano
the
finna get uppercut from hell.
Well,
at first.
yeah, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. I thought he was going to the ropes to try to clip Castano to you know what I'm saying. I thought he was trying to be lazy, and I thought he was going to try to catch him off them ropes. You know what I'm saying, with that left hook. And I thought he was luring him over there so he wouldn't have to so he could get him following, having Castano to come to him. And when his back go to the ropes, he knew Castano was going to come in and try to score. And I thought he was going to try to time him on the way in, but it didn't end up like that. It looked like it was just some kind of mental slip he was having or something. Like he
And
was like he
I'm gonna use ring IQ right there, bro. And when it's mental slip, when you in the fight and you can't make adjustment, your ring IQ is fucked up. Either your equilibrium is off, and it's causing your ring IQ to just have fucked up adjustments. You don't know to throw a punch or the ball up. But EJ, and I don't want to sit there and move the goalposts because you already know how I feel about EJ. EJ can Julius make those adjustments in the middle of a war.
Yeah.
Your boy can't. I don't want to call him catfish. Forgive me. Can't. I mean, Terence Bud Crawford. That dude. I'm gonna be respectful for him. The
Okay.
dude Bud Crawford. The dude Bud Crawford. That dude that y'all used
Mhm.
to know that you want to sit here and talk about was a gladiator at 135 and he became undisputed at 140 and he did something at 147. But guess what? You got the world destroyer at your door. You got a dude, and earlier they were talking about Tim Bradley was talking all that shit about
Mhm.
EJ. He talking down on fighting. But guess what, though, Poor? Tim Bradley had EJ in his crosshairs, too. Y'all forgot to tell him about that, though.
but
You
what
know
now?
that, Poor, right?
What
Yeah.
that?
EJ was his mandatory before his bitch ass retired. Forgive me, Poor. Forgive me for
Oh
using the
yeah,
profanity.
yeah, yeah.
You
That's
know,
why he hated him. That's why he hated on him.
and
Mhm.
he don't want to talk about that. He supposed to be fight EJ. And he wanted to talk about he want to throw little Keith Thurman out there under the bus. No, motherfucker. Keep your same energy, Mr. Pac-Man, pack your IB Pac-Man. Man, you got away with it. The same thing y'all talk about. A judge giving some of these fighters that edge. And he got that edge. Mr. Desert Storm, because motherfucker at the time we was going to war. I was a little motherfucking kid watching that fight, Poor. I remember my mama was showing me my old boy used to be watching. I used to get mad. I got older. I know you peanut head motherfucker. You talking all this shit about you, bro. And I see why. Because if when y'all was making that statement, what the other brother name pulled that's up here? He ain't said nothing for a minute.
I'm a Julian. Oh, you talking
Yeah.
about who's real? Who's real?
Who
You
that?
there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
Okay,
we just listening.
who that is though? What's your name? I'm sorry, bro.
Who
Who
is
who
real?
is real?
Who is? Oh shit. I know this not. No, this not. No, this
Yeah,
not.
that's me, bro.
Shit. My alter ego. This is why we had agreement so much, man. This is alter ego up here. Pull. You ain't told me you had a surprise for me, Pull. This is why you told me to pull up. But yeah, Julius. I mean, yeah, though, Julius. Though, when you take a dude like Errol Spence, a dude know how to make those assessments in a time of war. Terence Crawford
Mhm.
was
Hmm.
talking all that shit, and forgive me, Pull, for changing it from Canelo, because ain't Canelo weak no more. He got his ass whooped. We need to be talking about Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, Brian Castano, and forgive me, Pull, for
Oh,
when I hear that.
we talking about all of it. We talking about
Yeah,
all of
when
it.
I
Go
hear
ahead, you
that
good?
EJ, when I hear that EJ, I get a rush in my veins, though. That shit have me turned all the way up. When you talk about a person, Julius, who can make those
Uh-huh.
assessments in the middle of fighting, you bumping. You may hit me,
Mhm.
boom, boom, boom. You done hit me with an uppercut, but I step back and you come. But I said, do not come in with the same thing. Pivot and hit his ass with an uppercut and see how you take that. And as soon as I pivot and hit your ass with it, you fall back. A lot of people have Mikey Garcia beating Errol Spence. A
Mm.
lot of great
Yep.
fighters. Little bitty Mikey and you, Julius. may have Terence Crawford edging. You can't, because a lot of people talking about Errol Spence up here, but I want to be stand on your energy, bro. If you feel Canfish Crawford, forgive me, Paul. If you feel Bud can do his thing, tell Bud to go ahead. I don't know who he signed to right now, but
Well,
he too need to step to the great Al Heyman to get his fails in order. We was talking about that. Remember,
well,
Paul, how
well,
they need
I
to give Al Heyman his respect. You and the other brother were just saying that.
well,
Terrence Crawford, Canfish Crawford need to give Al Heyman his respect. Forgive me, Paul, and get your shit in order. Because Bob Aaron was out here talking about your ass just yesterday. Called
yeah,
you a piece of shit. He
yeah,
that remind y'all, Julius.
uh,
His people was
well,
talking shit about him, bro.
good brother. I haven't said nothing about Terence Crawford up here, but I'll say this: if they fight, I expect Earl Spence to win because of the jab. Um,
I
I
say the
I
same
like
thing.
I like Bud Crawford, and he can fight.
What's going on, Jay Smith?
But
Mhm.
yeah, I would probably roll with Earl because of the jab. It's something about being a good technical fighter, man, and that's what Earl do, man. He know how to make adjustments because he done did it at every level, man. So you know that's my thing on Earl.
I'll say this about the Charlo fight. If Charlo can you if he trusts his jab and fight behind the jab, he'll stop Castano. But if he don't,
Fact.
he'll win a split decision.
Yeah, and that's why I say close split decision because
Yeah.
number one, Castano is a good fighter. I don't trust Castano fully because I know that he canceled that first fight because he was out of shape.
Yeah.
So that let me know that he's not disciplined. But
Yeah.
he consistent in the ring and he consistent with that pressure. And that's what's gonna keep him in this
What's
fight.
going on right side? Let me go ahead and
Step
wrench
on that.
you
Step
on
on
up.
that.
Let me wrench him up.
Hey, there go a dude. Now I'm definitely going on mute. One of my other dudes gonna pull up. Right
What
side
what
Okay.
in
Oh,
the
I
building.
already got him. I already got him wrenched up.
yeah, what's up, Pool County? How you feeling today,
What?
brother? Salute to the
Oh,
panel.
salute. What's
Salute.
going on
Salute.
right
Yeah,
side?
bro.
Hey man,
Right.
nothing. Just listen to y'all cook, man. Keep cooking, man. I ain't want to stop to interrupt the brother.
Oh
Go
no,
ahead, man.
it's all good. I was just
What?
saying that I feel that Castano because that first fight that after the first fight when the fight should have happened a month or two ago, he was out of shape. So I know he undisciplined, but he real consistent in that ring and he gonna make it a close fight because he gonna just keep putting pressure on Charlo and ain't gonna give him a chance to rest. So and that's what Charlo was going to the ropes about. It was about resting because that guy was constant pressure. So he was like, well, let him come in and run into something. So that's how I see it. I see it a real close split decision for Charlo.
Yeah.
But Julius, do you feel now after when you mentioned Tony Harrison the last time, and it's a
Uh-huh.
rematch. This the second time. Remember, Charlo said in the last time he ain't gonna send it to the scorecard. You say he gonna play the rope a dopes, but I bet you different. You don't think
I,
I'm telling you,
Somebody got some
Charlo
pots
got
rattling.
somebody in a wheelchair or something.
Oh, my bad. I thought I was on mute.
Oh,
Mm.
that's you right side over there at the building. You in a building, my dog getting that guapalucci. But anyway, though,
What?
bro, that guapalucci, he getting that money, he getting his money up, man. But anyway, though, Julius, Brian
uh,
Castano do not have an answer. I think it's gonna be quick, but the move to goalpost back to EJ. Just look what this fight gonna do, Pull. Even Terence Crawford reaching for the winner of this fight. Oh, okay, undisputed. You got an undisputed champ right there at y'all door. Terence Crawford and EJ. Thirsty. The winner of this fight, if Terence Crawford sign up, if they could get this shit on, we can have a double one by the top of the year, by January, if not by the end of this year. We got two
Yeah.
undisputed. We right now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm the only person is in May. Is it still made it to y'all? I don't know where y'all living at. It's in
Yeah,
made it. Shit, could that
yeah.
fight get signed in motherfucking July and August and still have another one
What's
by
going on,
December to move up?
PGH Big Dog? What's on, bro? Yeah. So what you who you got? Right side. Who you got?
Hey, I like Mel to win this fight. Um, man, I just think he had so many adjustments he could have made in that first fight that he didn't make.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go back and listen to how Derrick James was talking to him, you know what I'm saying?
Uh
Uh,
huh.
he fought Castaño's fight, and even then, fighting Castaño's fight, it ended up being a draw. So I look for him to be more in or better conditioned. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
for him to do a lot of pivoting, you know what I'm saying, making Castano turn, staying his ass off the ropes. And if he
Yeah.
stays off the ropes and keep the fight in the middle of the ring, he dominates the fight, in my opinion. The thing
Mm-hmm.
is when I went back and watched it, man, Castano, he doesn't have the greatest footwork. One thing he did though, when he got Charlo, when he did get him on the ropes, man, he used he used his education, you know what I'm saying, or his ring IQ to keep him on the ropes. He didn't let him pivot out, and so when you can't allow yourself to get there, and if you get ahead of that piece of it, when you get right when you feel them ropes, when you get a couple inches from them ropes, you should be pivoting, bro. You should be turning. I don't even
Right.
care if you grab. You know what I'm saying? You can clinch if necessary. Whatever
Facts.
you need to do to make sure that to keep the distance, that's what you need to
Mm-hmm.
do in this fight. And if he can do that, then I think he wins the fight easy 8-4. You know what I'm saying? The problem is Mel, I love the Charlos, but at the same time, we know that they're very emotional.
They're hard headed. They're
They
hard
hard.
headed.
There it is. And what they tell you, a hard head make a soft ass. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're doing those type of things, you're gonna get beat on. If you're not listening to your to your coach, then come on, man. It's just when I would go back and watch it, it's so many things that I think he could have did differently in that fight. That and the reason I'm picking him in this time because he has more adjustments, being the more athletic fighter that he can make in the fight. You know what I'm saying? So I like to see him make those adjustments, and I think he wins the fight if he makes those adjustments and isn't hard headed. Uh, the problem is that haven't been proven yet. You know, so I think it's a really good fight. I'm interested in it. But once again, I got Charlo pulling that one out.
Yeah, and another thing about Mel is he don't do himself no service when he on the outside with his own fans when he's talking about Deontay Wilder, when he's all up on Canelo, nutsack. You know what I'm saying? It just makes him, he just leave a bad taste in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because he just seems like he all showbiz and he ain't, he's just all about the politics of it. What was that? His brother went on the Mike Tyson show. Y'all all
Yeah,
seen that?
yeah,
And
Maul.
he
Yeah,
right, and Tyson was telling him like, this is how it should be, man. You need to go out there and you need to go get the fights. Yeah, oh, it ain't like that no more, Tyson. It ain't like that. It ain't like, yeah, like what are you talking about, bro?
it is like that. Don't get
Right.
the, like, hey, but this is my problem even with Maul, bro. You called out David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? You said you'll break the man neck. You said he need to get his shots. All that. Cool. I'm cool with that. I love shit talk. You talk all the stuff you want to. The problem is when David Benavidez responded, you know what I'm saying? Then
Hmm.
you start to make excuses, bro.
Yeah.
Come on. It can't be both ways. If you gonna let it happen like that, if you gonna call people out when they respond, go get the smoke. Go get the
But
smoke.
it made him look soft though, bro. I mean, he
Yeah,
lost points, bro. It made him look soft as shit. You know what
facts.
I'm saying? You can't do that. You can't afford that. Your brand took a hit. When you call out somebody and then you start backing down. What I'm saying? It started with Danny Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? When Danny Jacobs, came across him in that hallway, what I'm saying? He was talking to us about Danny Jacobs. So, it's just kind of like this kind of perception, what I'm saying? They don't seem to be everything we think they are. You know what I'm saying? Mel got a little bit more to him. Jamal seemed like, he kind of soft. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's
think
what it's
they
looking like.
I don't disagree, and especially you can't go fight Sulecki right now, bro.
Hmm.
We don't even know who Sulecki really is like that, and
I
so
know him. I mean, I've seen he's a bum. I mean,
right. That's what I'm saying. When I say I'm saying yeah, as fight fans, we've seen them. We don't, ain't nobody following Sulecki. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody calling for you to fight Sulecki.
Right.
Man, go make some. And I give him credit because I know he did try to make the Munguia fight happen, and Oscar screwed that shit up. But bro, come on, man. You know, I'm just saying,
He
Sulecki.
tried to get the Canelo fight.
Well, yeah, and Canelo. But once again, you need to go make your own lane, bro. Make your own legacy, bro. Stop trying. Canelo is gonna do what Canelo. Hopefully now Canelo can't do what Canelo wants to do anymore. Maybe
Right.
now
Right.
he needs to start to fight. He'll have to start to fight these guys. He got to go back down to 68 and campaign there and quote unquote reign as a champion. The problem is the mandatory that he got coming up for some of those sanctioning bodies. I was looking at the IBF. I don't know none of these. I mean, I know them, but I don't know them. Like
Right. Right.
these ain't no names that you're gonna be looking to call for Canelo to fight. So I hope he starts to fight somebody. But with Charlo, man, go make your own legacy. Ain't no way you should be turning down a fight with Andrade right now, or Andre, or however you want to call his last name. Ain't no
And
way you should
that's a legacy fight, bro.
for both of them. For both,
That's a legacy fight, bro. That I mean, that will put him on the map. You know
you
what I'm
got
saying?
go do those things, man. Stop waiting for Canelo, bro. Canelo gonna do what he do. If you don't get picked, then what you just gonna sit there and fight bums until you get picked? Like, come on, man, go make your legacy.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Right. So, you know, if Jamel win, you know what I'm saying, undisputed, you know what I'm saying, then what? Is he gonna drop the belts and let Errol Spence Jr. come up if he win undisputed at 147? What's going on, Eric? What's happening, bro? Is he gonna or is he gonna move up to 160?
Hey
Or is
man,
he
I'm gonna give you an honest assessment of that.
hmm
Um, I first of all, if he win all four belts, I think that he gonna vacate a couple of them anyway. I don't see guys now.
what's
Uh,
going on, BH? Go ahead, bro.
I expect him to, if he win it, that'll be great. But he ain't gonna defend it and pay four sanctioning fees. So,
Yeah.
so I think he gonna vacate one or two of them right away. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I'm really not as high on Jamel like that. I mean, I just really ain't, man. I mean, I got it that he knocked out Jackson, but he was down on the scorecards bad. He had lost the first four rounds, and he gonna struggle. And like I say, Castano, because like I say, he undisciplined as far as his weight. He can't, he gonna come forward, but I still think Charlo can win. But like I said earlier, Charlo is very lucky that him and Errol Spence got the same trainer. And even though I don't know if Bud can be dominant against, real opponents, I think that he'll beat Jamel Charlo though. I'm not as high. Like Charlo need to stay away from Fendora. I just, I just don't see what a lot of people see. I love him because he a brother, but at the same time, I gotta be realistic. This
Right.
is a weak champion.
And the realistic is
I
Charlo
don't
would
think
knock
so.
Charlo would knock Fedora the fuck out. That's not Laura or none of them other little play. We talk about lanes only. We talk about Jamel hit. He gonna get he gonna get man Fedora man. One thing y'all did, man, and after this fight, the 140, the 154 the junior lightweight division is that finna get super rich.
You
Because
going
the
in
one
and
that
out.
EJ definitely gonna need to see them. I'm going in and out.
Yeah. Let me see. Eric says both Charlos need to move up. I like to see him smash Fondora.
hey man, I want to see the Fundora fight. I like that fight. From what I'm hearing, they say Tim Zoo is gonna be next in line. You know what I'm saying, for the winner of Charlo Castano.
Mm.
So
I
Yeah.
don't know. Fondora look like the nigga killer, man.
Hey, look,
Lador can fight, bro. He can fight.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. He
He can
knocking
fight.
niggas out. He don't give a damn about your black ass.
Bro, he
hey,
He's a
he breaking
I,
faces, bro.
I'm gonna tell y'all, man. In my opinion, this the best 154 pounder, in my opinion, hasn't had a chance to establish himself as the best because he ain't got the fights yet. But I think it's gonna be bad news, man. Charles Conwell.
Hey, I like Charles Conwell. Charles Conwell can fight. He
I
can
believe
fight,
I
bro.
believe if
I
if
like.
he was fighting Charlo on Saturday night, it would be a knockout.
So you
look.
telling me
I saw
since Charles
Conwell fight.
Conway
He
got the
just
little
fought.
bitty fights, hold up,
He just
give me
fought
he,
Riverside Rocky, right? Yeah.
since he
No,
fought them little C
no, he fight.
since Conwell been fighting C class and D class fighters, man.
You
If
know,
you gonna
I
no Julius, if you gonna come up here and make assessment, you
well
gonna
let
study right.
okay.
Cause
Well, let me say
fucking
this,
with Big
brother.
Israel. You ain't
Okay,
gonna sit up here and come and tell me Conway, cause you put a Uber driver in front of him, he knocked his
Is
ass
it
out.
Conway or Cromwell?
Axel,
Who you?
I be fucking the names up, but he know who I'm talking about. The name he talking about that will whoop Charlo tomorrow if they fight Pull
yes,
Conway.
yeah.
If he's sitting up there because this dude don't beat up some Uber drivers though,
Oh yeah.
right
Well,
side,
well,
and
let
a
me
couple
say.
of tomato cans. He done whoop motherfucking Madonna workers ass. He posed
Let
to
him
the
cook, Ben. Let him cook.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
let
What
him.
you
All right.
say?
I'm gonna let him. I'm finna get the Conway system
Mm-hmm.
out, and I'm gonna let him get his thing off because
All right.
he ain't gonna do that. What he not gonna do is sit up there and play like Conway's some great. He said he needs some more work. Yes, you did. I heard that part, but not for Jamel Charlo. You need to be talking about he ready for Cinnamon J Rock. What the fucking Jamel told you? Do not put motherfucking Catfish Crawford. I'm a knockout. Man, the man is a knockout artist. You sure you want Conway for that shit? Think
Okay.
real hard what you saying, bro.
All right. I'm gonna tell you this, man. And this is the one thing that is it's kind of bad about it about boxing, but in a way it's cool too. But I don't care who you are. Until you beat your first person, everybody gonna say that about you. I mean, think about it. Who thought Felix Trinidad was gonna be a superstar, right?
Right.
See, he had fought nobodies, and he was 19 years old. And they said, and he wasn't even a great amateur. And you know what they said? They said, all right, let's throw him in with Maurice Blocker, who had been a champion for a long time, sort of like Jamel. And guess what happened? He got Trinidad knocked him unconscious and
His
went on
damn
again.
daddy show wasn't great.
I mean, so I'm just saying.
Tell him
I've
again.
seen
Tell him again.
you. I mean, think about it, brother. Any fighter that you can think of, even Errol Spence, like we saw the eye test of Earl blowing out guys. He wasn't blowing out A-level guys, but we said, okay, he's the truth. He ready. And he went in there and beat Kell Brook. But it was people saying he ain't beat nobody yet. So until
Right.
you beat your first
No, no,
person,
no, no. See, you
I'm
made the
just
wrong name.
saying
Julius, you used the example
he
right.
had his best
He has
win,
beat
his
A-level
best
fighters
win up
before he
until
whooped.
that
You know
point.
the A-level fighter he whooped before Kell Brook?
Hold up. Well, who? Chris Algieri?
No. He
Who?
beat the great. You want to talk about these doghouse fights, right? He beat the
Who?
greatest of all time. My favorite fighter.
No, I'm not talking about no. I ain't talking about no
Uh
sparring session.
uh uh no motherfucker bro.
See, you know that's Earl Spence Jr.
Hey,
Number
no
one
pull.
fan, y'all.
Let
But
him defend
I'm
himself.
a
Yeah,
I'm a
you done
Earl
made a
He
Spence.
got to
mistake.
keep
I'm a
himself.
Earl
He
Spence
gonna
fan.
have to show the road. Hey,
No, I said
pull.
he's the number
He gonna have
one
to have to
fan.
show the
Oh,
road
okay.
messing with me.
Cause
Or he
I,
gonna
I
have that high guard. He gonna have one or the other. You gonna have to know how to use the shoulder roll or the high guard.
bro,
And I'm
let me
working through both of them, bro.
hey,
I'm
look,
telling you.
man. Hey, I'm just telling you the honest to God truth. Sparring don't mean nothing because a guy named Kid Diamond broke three of Floyd Mayweather ribs getting ready for a fight with I think he was going to defend his title against Jesus Chavez or somebody down at 130 or 35. The dude
Mm.
broke three of Floyd ribs. His name was Kid Diamond. Have you heard anything from Kid Diamond?
My
Now,
kids
So,
boxing.
so
so
I
that's
tell
what I'm
you, I
saying.
tell you, I tell you,
You know, Errol Spence proved. I'm just
we can
saying
talk about, but I bet your facts a little thrown off by a lot though, about him breaking three of Floyd ribs and all.
he did,
But
brother.
no,
This
he
this
did not.
literally happened.
He did not,
This ain't no makeup. This
bro.
literally
Floyd
happened.
went in there sparring Kid Dynamite already fucked up, bro. Getting his work
Kid,
in.
the
We
guy
talking
name was
about
Kid Diamond.
but it
I'm
was
just
nothing
saying.
wrong with Floyd when he went in there with EJ. Let's get examples. Let's get the
But
comparison together. Let's get it.
what was his injury in sparring with Kid Diamond?
Who?
I'm
Floyd?
just wondering what was he
Floyd, you just sat there and said Kid Diamond. This dude, I'm
broke
gonna
his
tell you,
ribs.
no, no. I'm telling you, bro. I understand
I
what you're
didn't
saying.
just say that.
I understand what you're saying. I know you got your probably where you got that little boo boo information from, but it's boo boo.
Boo boo.
He ain't broke Floyd ribs
This
like that, bro.
bro, this was
It's very few people can go in that motherfucking house and manhandle Floyd. I'm
this
telling you.
hey brother, this was before the doghouse. This was before all that. Well, this was when Floyd
Doing
Mayweather
pretty
was a
boy days. You
yeah,
said doing
this was
pretty boy
pretty
days.
boy Floyd days.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
and
You definitely.
also
And
let me tell you
and one
this.
thing I will do to make this right, Julius, with me, I put up $100 to your shit and right side. You hear what he's saying? If he find anybody, I'm telling you what he's trying to say. He gonna put two narratives together.
What's the narrative?
That Kid Dynamite broke three of Floyd ribs. That's your narrative.
Oh my
My
God.
narrative is Floyd went in sparring already fucked up. That's my motherfucking narrative.
Oh
You
my
gonna put
God.
both of them together to make your point, bro. You ain't dealing with no dude. And
I don't even know
you
what
know
you're
what,
talking about,
Julius,
good
I
brother.
love your energy because you
I don't even know what you're
showed me
talking
you
about, man.
train right. Just because you done did your homework, right? You showed me you train, my G. You showed me you done looked at
Okay.
their tapes. But I'm gonna introduce you to right side. My little dude who done did his homework. And I'm gonna let
Okay.
y'all cook. I'm gonna go on mute for a minute, and I'm
Okay.
feeling myself. But don't sit up here and talk that EJ. I'm coming off mute, bro.
Okay.
Defend yourself. A shoulder roll. You know how to do the shoulder roll.
Yeah, I was back then. I
So
saw the shoulder roll.
what you about to say? You about to say some obscure thing? What you gonna say, Julius?
No, I was just gonna say, man, the only reason I brought that up is to say that we don't know how good a fighter gonna be based
Mm,
upon sparring. That's why
mm,
I brought up Kid Diamond and the sparring session with Floyd. It doesn't
mm,
matter, it's neither here or there. It happened in the late 90s. Yeah, maybe 2000, but in the late 90s at least.
mm.
And all I'm saying is this right here. Um, until you fight somebody the first time, everybody is gonna have the same assessment that because this guy's saying that Boots need to fight somebody
Right.
that he's not ready for these guys. But I look at it like you're ready. If you're 22, 23 years old, you're 24, you ready. Like you can't, there's no other way to get ready except to get in the ring with the person. That's all I
Hmm.
was saying.
And let me
Yeah.
ask you a question.
Speaking of Boots, he fighting on the undercard, right? This
Yep,
Yes,
he
Cosdale.
yes,
is
he is.
against
Yes, he is. Yes,
Clayton.
he
Yep,
is.
yep.
He's
Hey,
nah. I think Boot. How y'all think that's gonna go? What's
knockout.
Boots
going?
by
Boost gonna knock
seven,
his
eight
ass
rounds.
out. Boost
I
finna
think
knock his
yeah.
ass out. A hell of a statement because he want the belts. He want whoever relinquish what. And Boost gonna clean up. That's gonna be our next undisputed 147 champion. I like Boost. But
Have y'all heard how Custio Clayton, how him and his team been talking?
Mm-mm.
No, I've heard that he real confident, man.
Man, they real
That's good. That's
they
good.
Yeah,
not what I'm talking about.
but
They saying, "Hey, y'all overrating Boots and what we gonna come in
no,
here
but you
and what we gonna do." I'm just saying what his team is saying.
Oh
I
So
no, Mike.
Boost
You know you deserve it, bro. Go ahead,
yeah,
yo.
no, yeah, he just saying, man, I'm coming in there and what I'm gonna show y'all against Boots is gonna be something special. I'm gonna show y'all he not who y'all think he is, bro. I'm like, damn, like the brother from Canada, he sound very confident in this fight. I like Boots to knock his ass out, I mean, my personal opinion, but I like the confidence that the brother is coming with. I like it.
yeah. He a decent fighter too.
It's too bad he about to get his ass tore up.
True.
Exactly, but I,
Facts.
you know, and I'm gonna snatch, I'm gonna snatch Connor Ben in the midst right now. You know, I'm gonna snatch. That's the only person I see. Cause Terence Crawford gonna step up to 154. He ain't gonna be down here to fight them Lions. He spooked up. Keith Thurman somewhere blowing the flute right side and Julius and Pull. He don't really know if he want to box or blow that flute. He confused. So when you ask about, you got to turn it over to these young Lions, though, bro. Let them have their shine. EJ and Terrence, y'all did enough. You can sit around. EJ will fight. Boots, he called Boots up. Pull, he called Boots and told him, bro, I got bigger fish on the table, bro. For me to sit there and stop and reach for you, it'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, nah,
Yeah,
nah. And I respect EJ. Cause when EJ flipped out the car, though, Pull, when all these Bud Crawford fans, bitch, and he still said, don't have no sympathy for me. Push me in the ring and Pull. I told you, I'm the wrong trainer. If my fighter tell me that, you gonna think I'm trying to get my fighter killed. I'm gonna throw his ass back out there to the wolves. He gonna show me. And one thing Errol Spence have shown y'all, he have defended himself at all times with all A, B, C, and D level fighters, bro. And we Catfish Crawford. I mean Bud Crawford. That's all the energy on right now. Ain't no energy on nobody else but Bud Crawford. Stop stalling. Stop getting everybody thinking you the boogeyman. And I'm telling them people, look his resume over. It's not impressive. It's impressive what Bob Aaron did for his career. And I don't want to make Bob Aaron look like a motherfucking token or a saint. But it is true. He fought a who the fuck O'Dongo, yes, he did that person. That's the only credit I give him down there at 140 because he was already unified. The rest of that shit he cleaned up, man, that shit wasn't nothing. And you can't sit there and tell me EJ have a problem with Udongo. Can't nobody tell me that. Who on Terrence Crawford resume? Because he done whooped Kel Porter and Sean Porter, Kel Brooks and Sean Porter, so we'll throw them out the car first. He took 2 titles for them dudes, so don't even mention them. I don't give a fuck what type of fight y'all say. Oh, he was in there. Made Kel Brooks quit in the backyard. And he supposed to be a gladiator. This
yeah.
supposed to be a sport. He supposed to be ready to go out with his shield pulled. EJ at all times, he ready to go. I'm telling y'all. That's
Let
why
me
y'all
let me
see
read let
this.
me let me read Eric his comment. He says Keith Thurman damn near waited 5 years for Eric to disappear. Now the force birth Bud and Errol combined to form Voltron and named it Boots. Uh, Thurman is done. And let me see. James Manuel says Bud best win in his career, in my opinion, is probably Victor Postal, and he was untouchable in that fight. And Mike Beard said Custio had problems with Lipinets. And oh yeah, I remember that fight ended in a draw. Boots ended Lipinets inside of 5. Custio ain't got shit for Boots. I know, I know. I saw
Hey,
that fight.
hey, good brothers. I gotta run, man. What nights is your show be on, man?
Well, I just come on every night after what I'm saying I get off work, man. So I'll be right here at 8:45. You know what I'm saying, cranking it up. So I'll be right here.
All right, cool, man. Y'all can look me up on Twitter too at Julius Streeter, man.
Okay, all right,
All right,
Appreciate rocking
okay.
with you, Julius.
Hey, you too, man.
yes
Y'all
sir.
take
All
it easy.
right, Julius, be safe, little
hmm
bro,
All
man.
right, brother.
Shalom to you too, bro.
All right.
So yeah, man. So yeah, Casio, yeah, I think he gonna destroy. You know what I'm saying? Probably in like maybe 4 rounds. Boots. He comes if you can't withstand his offense, he comes in throwing everything, man.
Man.
Early, soon. He's you know what I'm saying. He's gonna give you everything. Them hooks.
Yeah,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? I,
He,
I
he,
would like to see. I would like to see. I would like to see Custio. Show his defense, more of his defense, and see kind of examine, get a good look at his defense. You know what I'm saying? But because he did get caught with a few shots from Lipinets, and what I'm saying, I'm just wondering if he get hit. You know what I'm saying? Just to see how he adjusts to that. but I don't think Castillo gonna be the dude to do that. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
listen, the problem, Castillo, the good thing is with his background, you know what I'm saying, he can punch in volumes, you feel me? But the problem, if he get caught in between those shots he throwing, bro, he going to sleep. It is what it is. And I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he ever just been knocked out like that, you know, but bro,
Mm-hmm.
Boots hitting Boots hitting like Bivol was hitting Canelo ass, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Boots, and he a different fighter, man. The way he switches so fluently, you know what I'm saying? The power that he carried with him, especially at 47. And man, I can see I see Boots rocking one day, definitely at 68, maybe 75, bro. I think Boots with his stature, I think he can get up there. He can put more weight on and still be
Yeah.
effective. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
the other thing with him being so young and always in the gym, he's always in the
Mm.
gym. When he ain't
Always training.
when he ain't training, he training somebody. And you know, even it is something about that mindset of, yeah, you know, I'm doing my thing to get better, but at the same time, when I'm helping somebody get better and I'm teaching and I'm training, I'm still learning at the same time, if that makes sense. And so,
Mm.
yeah, man, I just, hey, shouts out to the brother Castillo Clayton or Castillo, you know, shouts out to him,
Hmm.
but he gonna get his ass stopped, bro. He gonna get
Yeah.
knocked.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be early too, man. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
I
saying?
don't disagree.
Because I just, that kid, his offense is just so overwhelming, and he got stamina. Well, I don't know if he got stamina because he get him out of there.
So
But if he would have
fast.
been,
Yeah.
but if he gonna learn how to be patient because he ain't gonna be able to get everybody out of there like that.
I think it's gonna have to be a fighter like a Stanley on this, even a Butayev. It's gonna have to be
Hmm.
one of those caliber fighters, one of those guys who can take punches. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Take some
Can
punishment.
right. I think he'll beat the shit out of him, but I think
Yeah.
that'll be it'll have to be that type of fighter that push him to, you know, send to the distance. Even somebody like a Keith Thurman, bro. If he catch
But
Keith Thurman with a couple body shots, Keith Thurman gonna spit his mouthpiece out, and next thing you know, right when he spit his mouthpiece out, he ain't gonna be able to run the way he did against Barrios. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna get his ass stopped. So I don't know, man.
Hmm.
I don't know at 47 right now, just to be quite honest, including Errol Spence and Bud Crawford, bro. I think both of those fighting Boots is a 50-50 fight, bro. I think Boots got a
Yeah.
really good chance in those fights.
oh shit. Nah, right side, right side,
Hey,
right
hold on. Hey,
side,
look, Ben Israel.
right
So
side.
everybody done
You
jumped
my
off the
dog,
panel.
you
So
my G.
come
You
on,
my
Ben
G.
Israel.
Come on. I give a young lion credit. I give him that. They ain't ready for that world destroyer, bro. EJ is
Mm-mm.
I'm telling you, aka the bone doctor, aka no, aka the eye doctor,
The eye doctor,
aka the
yeah.
bone collector.
Facts.
Mr.
Thanos.
Mr.
Facts.
That I'm telling you this what he doing to him. Ain't nobody been the same since.
That's a
He
fact.
got everybody scrambling. It's like Tupac when Tupac was living when he was rapping. He
Wait a
got
minute.
all of them
Earl
scrambling
Spence is
for new
Tupac now,
days.
goddamn
He got them all scrambling. When you mention EJ, even right now, Canelo done fucked up. EJ, EJ's ready to steal everything right now. With this fight right now, EJ gonna propel not as the number one pound for pound fighter when he beat the shit out of Canfish Crawford right side. Mark what I'm telling you, cause he gonna walk through Canfish. Bud do not have nothing in his arsenal. I want you to study Bud. I want you to tell me, Ben, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a 50. I love your assessment like you doing your little homework, my G. But Bud is a good placement puncher. He can switch in. I'm telling you, I'm gonna stick to my word. The minute he switch right side, it's gonna go left for him. His name gonna be left side, and you're gonna be saying, "Damn, Ben was saying that shit too." I'm telling you,
Hey man,
it's gonna
man.
be all
it,
wrong for him. That
it,
fight with EJ, I pray Bud sign that contract. But the fight, y'all be saying, when they like to say right side, get it to me, because I'm over here for I done cracked my Hennessy bottle. They said
Mm.
fighters, this fighter make this fighter a good one. Style make fights.
Styles make fights, baby. Yeah,
All
Styles make
this
fights.
fight,
Let
the
me, y'all.
styles
Let
make.
me read Eric our message. He said, I want to see Boots do better mixing his punches, everything he throws with bad intentions. And that's true. That's
But
true.
he can do that though. The reason he does it because he has the speed to land it. You know what I'm saying? Man, he got to fight for. Bro,
And
we
I'm
got to
glad
see.
I
Go
got you
ahead.
right side.
No,
I'm
it
glad
ain't.
you
I don't
mentioned
think
that.
it's like he just want to see that he do that in a fight the way he versatile, to show his
He is,
versatility.
and this
I
what
just think that he ain't
Clay,
ran up against the competition, bro. And
no
like
Clay
Right.
Pit, Clay
when you
Pit
run up
is that
against
competition.
competition, then it makes you
You know
it
what?
brings the
Clay gonna
best
be
out of
right
you. You know
there.
what I'm saying? Go
You
ahead. Go
said
ahead.
Clay
Hmm.
know how to punch in volumes right side.
He
And when
do.
you say you're looking for him to show you want Boots to fight a higher level competition when you got Keith Thurman scared to fight him. You got EJ and you got Terence Crawford tied up in a matrimony right now. Cause the shit, I ain't gonna let none
And
of them motherfuckers go
hold
till
on.
they
And you
fight
got
each other.
Virgil Ortiz talking about we need
He
48 months before
Virgil
we fight him.
Ortiz would
Well,
not. I
Virgil Ortiz
promise
can't
you,
even make 147
man.
right now.
He
The
need to
way it
move
He
up
can
looking.
there.
make it. He can make it. He down with it. He down. AKA he. Well, I ain't gonna even spray him like that. He can make 147. I promise you, he would not mention Boost in his name like that, bro. Boost will fight him. Boost, and I get a young phenom all the credit. Boost when they get through, when EJ and Bud get through, and they relinquish the title at 147. I want to see how this shit scramble. I want to see what I want to see if Darryl people suit them on. Who gon' which one of these presidents gonna be ready to kiss Keith Thurman ass? This is what I want to see. They let him fuck up boxing. Cause just imagine if this motherfucker was still holding on to that WBA belt, bro.
Man, I know, bro. I know. Man, when he came back into the picture, bro, I was like, man, I just hope something happened to where they can box his ass out, bro. When they was talking about him getting in between his fight with Terence Crawford, and he didn't, that last fight he fought, man, he barely made it up out of there. He
Yeah,
fighting Marius Barrios, and
Barrios.
he had all that damn muscle on him, and his body still was weak. You know what I'm saying? He still got the same problems.
But
Manny Pacquiao knocked the dang toothpaste out of him, and he just shot. He kind of like a shot fighter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody know the secret now. They know his Achilles heel,
and,
and
and and then for him to
mhm,
come out and talk about it the way he did, the man literally said himself, "I don't know why. I've always been tender to the body." What, bro? What are you talking about?
right,
Why
right.
would you say that? Why would you say some bullshit like that, bro? You don't. That is not what you go out and say after you done been hurt to the body. You don't talk about being tender to the body, bro.
It's,
And
it's the thing if he talk about it right side, he can defend his body. The motherfucker can't defend it. Riverside, you made a great point. Riverside told you the man blew the whole Riverside Rocky could have walked away as the super WBA welterweight champion. He had it wouldn't have been no Manny Pacquiao fight. Rock, I'm telling you,
hey, Riverside Rocky can fight too, bro. He can,
Jose Cito Lopez had the fight won,
that
but
man
he
can fight.
refused to walk Keith
He
Thurman
he
as
got
down.
old overnight on us when he fought Crawley though.
Yeah, that shit. I
Huh?
don't know what the fuck happened.
He got he
Yeah,
got old. That
overnight.
expiration date hit. That niggas
Hey,
that his milk spoiled.
hey,
Damn,
he
got his
he
ass
wasn't
whooped by
home.
Crawley.
He
Cody
was
Crawley beat the shit out of his ass. Go ahead, my bad, Ben. I was like, what happened, bro? I wasn't
Hey,
expecting it. I thought it was. I thought Crowley had a good chance to win, but I ain't see him beating his ass like that, bro. Like he beat the shit out of that man.
hey,
Go
Man,
ahead.
pull the
that dude,
trigger
that
out.
dude, that dude looked like he was a dang middleweight, didn't he?
Yeah, Crowley, man, Crowley, that he a big ass. He big as
He
shit for
I'm trying to
47.
tell you, yeah,
Yeah,
he looked
he
like
big
he
as
was
shit.
huge. Let me read James Smith's comment. He says James said Keith said that if Burroughs would have stepped into the punch, he could have dropped me.
Right? What the fuck?
You know,
Like, bro, that's the problem. I don't know what Keith Thurman be talking about.
he be
And,
talking too much.
right, bro, like you be like, man, chill out, man. If I
Sound like
well,
somebody hit the link. Somebody was trying to come on. Oh,
somebody
that was
just
that band just fell off. So Eric Ross says, told you Keith is a realist trapped inside a boxer's body. He can't help but to tell you the truth when you ask him.
that's a
You
fact.
know, I mean, he's a good analyst, but he should stay away from analyzing himself.
Facts. Just shut at the press conference, bro. Be quiet. Just say, hey, I won the fight. It is what it is, and move on about your business, bro. Don't say nothing else. But that's the great thing about Keith Thurman. He can sell a fight.
Exactly. And he sold me right side. When he and once upon a time, he had me convinced that he was that guy, though. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he
Better
told
not duck me, son.
especially when he told my dog to go over there and handle that shit with Kell Brooks, and I got a surprise for your ass. And told Terence Crawford, right side. This was the same dude told Terence Crawford, if you want that smoke, I would introduce your ass to the 147. When he was down there undisputed, talking about he finna come up, Keith Thurman was the champion.
Bro, Keith Thurman can talk that shit, bro. He can talk that shit.
He was talking some good shit. Then this week, he had me convinced that a lot of people be, because I don't even bring it up. I can defend Terence Crawford, Keith Thurman. That man was talking cash shit. He talked shit. Because once EJ, because like I said, it's man down today, tomorrow. Because, like, man, if EJ go out of, man, it's still, I'm going to say that's still one of my greatest fighters of all time. And he still may not be a #1 Hall of Famer in some people's eyes. Because he ready to fight under all speed like Sugar Ray Leonard, bro. Sugar Ray had one the same I reckon. Still told Marvelous man, bring that shit on. I love fighters like that. And these the same people murders. Scrapbook got me studying Murders Road right side. You feel what I'm saying? These fighters back then had to fight Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Broke jaw, broke eye, all
15 rounds.
Hey,
15 and 20. Some of them had to fight even
bro, 4-ounce
rounds,
gloves, bro. 4-ounce gloves.
30 rounds, bro. Some of them fought.
Boxing Exposed on the panel, gentlemen. What's going on, Boxing Exposed? What's happening?
Boxing Exposed, you got a little background on that. You got a little feedback.
Yeah. Boxing Exposed on the panel, gentlemen. What's going on, Boxing Exposed? You got a little background going on now. You there, Boxing Exposed? You there?
No, I had to plug the mic in. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Yeah, where Israel at?
I was saying, everybody on Hennessy tonight, boy.
Everybody right here for you, my G.
Hey, don't come out the bed, Israel, bro. Don't do that tonight, bro.
Hey, right side. He
called your name, bro.
And Pull, I promise you, right side. I want you to witness it. Don't say nothing. How you doing, my brother? And watch out. I'm getting my olive. How you doing, my brother?
Respect. I'm doing good.
You asked for being Israel. I'm right here, my G. What's good? What's good though?
Go ahead, y'all jump it up. Wait, let me read Alyssa's comment. He says Brian Costano 5'7" with a 67-inch reach, but that guy yesterday talking about Danny and Bud too small for Charlo, laughing my ass off.
Yeah, nah. Hey man, they can fight. They can fight each other, man. Hey,
Boxing Exposure. Before you start, bro, let's keep it clean, boxing, bro. I'm telling you, don't reach for being Israel in no other direction.
Yeah, man, let's not do that, bro.
I'm gonna expose you right here, bro. Don't do
that. Israel, he want the smoke, bro. He want the smoke.
I stay for that. I do.
You can't the Boxing Exposed, boy. Come on now.
I'm telling you,
I ain't gonna lie. That's why I rock with being Israel, bro. Because being Israel want the smoke, bro. He want the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Look, so at the end of the day, let me ask this though. When we look at Boots, right? Where after the Castano, not the Castano, the Bud EJ fight, I believe, in my personal opinion, whoever win that, I believe both of them moving up after that fight. I think that's their last fight at 47.
But I mean, Spencer already said he was done with 147.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't. Bud. You know, it's hard to make a fight with him anyway.
But Bud ain't finna stay there and fight no damn Boots, bro. It's not gonna happen.
No.
It is what it is.
Because
I like
Ain't
that.
neither
Well,
one of them
So
I
you
fighting
like
think?
Boots.
So
Bud.
you think
They
Boots
both
gonna?
moving up
So
after
you
this.
think? You think Terence Crawford gonna clear out too exposure
He go
after the
what?
Errol Spence after he fight EJ? You think he gonna clear out 147? Or he? I mean, when I say clear out, you think he gonna go north, or you think he
Yeah.
gonna stay there and try to bump with the young line? Ain't nobody left there but
They
Keith
both
Thurman.
move. They both moving up. He want Charlo next. If he win, if he lose, he gonna retire.
But then I'm saying boxing exposure, man. You talked about this before, though, man. You think Charlo gonna reach over EJ to fight Bud Crawford, bro? The money, I mean, if we talking business, bro, and I cut your grass. If you gonna hire me to cut your grass and you got a mansion, why the fuck should I charge you $40 and I could charge you $300-$400?
You lose a big on that one. Like you said, he about to skip Spence to do
Terence
what?
Crawford can't sell shit. I'm gonna bring it back to business. I know you went to Dunbar, and forgive me, and I'm gonna put it in layman's terms for you though, bro. When Terence Crawford can't sell shit, and you got a prize fighter, the next big thing out here, cause motherfucking your boy just
yeah,
lost
that's
his
true,
fight.
Eric Carr.
Your boy just
Who?
lost his whole. Your boy, I don't know what he gonna do.
Who?
Who? The
Who lost?
Mr. Embruderall, Mr.
Oh,
Canelo, Mr.
he
Cinnamon
don't.
Buns
Canelo gonna sell
himself.
regardless. He could lose. It don't matter how many fights he lose. He like
But
Pacquiao.
no, but listen. When you talk about Keith Thurman,
Pacquiao talking about coming back, y'all. He lost
he
presidential
could
I
come
seen
back,
that he
election.
lost
and
the
we gonna give
presidential
him
election.
a presidential warming if he even mention EJ
Man,
name.
he need to stay. He need to stay his
And
ass on the
I
shelf.
put
You
it
Don't
like
talking
talk
this:
about
crazy.
Bud if he beats Spence, he moving up to fight Charlo. If he lose, he gonna retire.
he ain't gonna fight Charlo, man. He gonna have to wait to see what Charlo want to do with EJ, bro. Because Charlo will tell EJ, man, look,
But
Charlo, man, you gonna
Bro,
they
you
gonna
think?
fight
go
each
for
other
Hold
though.
on. You think if Bud lose, he retire, bro?
Spence not
he
fighting
he don't
Charlo
got no
because
choice.
then Charlo gonna
Why
move
would
to
he? Why would he
168, and then little
retire?
Charlo go in
No
60.
choice. What he gonna
Then
do?
So
Spence
Fight
going to
the young lions?
154.
He gonna go up there and reach for what? He gonna have to go fight. He gonna have to go stand in line at one
Oh,
fifty
he could
four.
fight. He could fight Josh Taylor.
right.
He could
Man,
go
he beat
down.
the
He could do
shit out
that.
of Just Taylor.
He
This
could
is
do that.
Aaron trying to get a piece of
But
the
then
pie
what
because
happened after
Crawford he
Josh
dipped out
Taylor
on him.
dead?
But even if Bud lose, he still has the ability to stay at 47 and try to become undisputed again at 47.
It's hard.
But
You
but
got you got
he ain't gonna fight no Boots for it.
Why
you got
not?
boots.
Man,
You got boots
I
right
Bud
mean,
there.
I
35,
understand.
dude.
I would love to see him fight. I would love for EJ to be that for his first title, undisputed defense. I would love that to be against Boots. I want to see both
They
of them fight Boots, but that ain't
Spence
gonna
already
happen.
said he'd fight Boots at
Right?
154. He
We know.
beat him
Yeah, we
last
know.
time at 47.
Eric R says y'all still forgetting about acclamation. He says Brian is a legit 54 pounder. He can take those punches. Been taking them,
Danny
and he
Garcia
says
bigger than Brian Castano physically, though.
he said
Brian
he
Castano
said
5'7". He little dude. He ain't not a big 154 pounder. His
hold on, let
welterweight's
me
bigger
finish.
than him.
Let me finish this comment. He says, you can't just thump at every weight class, and that's true.
154 is a bridge. Always the bridge. Yeah, 160 and 147 is the different. Is the weight where the weight different. 154 it ain't never been that way. Like Brian Castano, he's small. You know what I'm saying? He could make welterweight if he wanted to, but the competition too thick at welterweight. That's why he chose 54. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like he get Danny Garcia would knock Brian Castano out. He got no special
BH,
effects. He ain't
go
shit.
ahead.
Charlo,
BH said,
what is wrong with him? Why Charlo should knock him out in about eighth round this fight Saturday. If not, something wrong. You know what I'm saying? If
yeah,
Charlo don't go get on his ass, Charlo supposed to be the one pressuring him. Like, how are you letting this dude pressure you? You supposed to be
okay,
applying your size on him. You supposed to be he putting the pressure on him, backing him up. It didn't even make no
okay.
sense how he was fighting that guy.
Let me read BH comment. He says, EJ already said that this is his last fight at 147. Bud wants to beat EJ, then move up and beat Jamel Charlo, assuming Charlo beats Castano. Yeah, that's pretty much known. He said, James Manuel says, whoa, retire. And Eric R says, Canelo don't got the same love man he got. Mexicans don't like being embarrassed. A lot of them jump off the wagon. Oh, yeah. And
Man,
BH says, I think Bud wants to be undisputed at welterweight and junior welterweight, then retire. And he says I meant middleweight. He said he's junior middleweight, I guess.
Well, BH, I'm here, being Israel, here to tell you, bro. Shout out to your comment. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for all your assessment finna go down the drain, bro.
See, that's my
The
boy.
last time,
I don't even do that.
the last time Terence Crawford was undisputed is the last time he gonna be undisputed. How about that, BH? Because the doors is closed for him, and EJ, that shark, is at his door. Omaha, eat right over there in the cornfields. What's up, bro? What you want to do? Trying to work it out. Bernie, no. Fat Mac, no. All this camp, no. Ain't no more capping, no more. No more excuses. Ain't no more this side of the streets. When I was telling them people long time ago, EJ lived in the streets. He'll go over there to ESPN. Bob Aaron, no. Why they had wax in their ears, BH? It was like they hear Bob Aaron say he
Jones
fucking up
Turner in the
everything.
building.
Huh?
Now I was just shouting out to Jones Turner in the building. That's a Bud fan right there.
Oh, that's
Salute to
Jonah
John
Turner.
Turner, man. Salute to him.
Shout out to Jonah Turner.
Yes, sir.
Jonah Turner, he do his thing. He a bud. He in the Legion of Doom. Legion of Doom. That's what they is. All that just leads gonna get doomed. When y'all hero finally sign that contract, Jonah, y'all gonna see a
Hero.
great body of work. Y'all gonna see the assessment, ring IQ, generalship, everything they say being Israel can't talk about right side is gonna be on display for them. Woo-wee.
What's going on?
Hey man, it's gonna be a good fight, man. I'm excited to see that fight. I'm really
Uh,
excited for that fight. So
well, we've been waiting years to see it. BA says
facts.
I'm not
That's
saying he says I'm not saying he's gonna achieve that mission. That's what Bud claims his mission is, and I'm with you, bro. Yeah, yeah,
nah, man, it is what it is. The thing is I ain't gonna lie to you. I rock with Bud, bro. Like I like Bud. I got Spence beating him, you know what I'm saying? But I rock with Bud. And at the end of the day, man, I'm ready to see that fight. So it ain't no more. It's so many YouTube gangsters out here that want to
right.
call you all type of names. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If you say I got Errol Spence beating Bud Crawford, or if you say I got Bud Crawford beat Errol Spence, either way, on both sides, you got it out here. So I just want the fight to happen, so man, we can get all that smoke out the way. And you know what I'm
yeah,
saying, man? I ain't gotta be an aerosexual if I say that I think that Spence gonna win the fight. I like Spence to win the fight, bro. I'm just looking at it from, you know what I'm saying, a breakdown perspective. So I don't know, man. I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie. These fan bases, bro, and me not being really just locked in on one side or the other. Although I do pick EJ to win the fight, so I guess I'm locked in.
I feel say you're a man with no country.
But I'm gonna say I rock with EJ just because I think he gonna win this fight. But I think
But there it is. There it is. Y'all heard it. He right side is on record.
see, hey,
He's a crip. He's a crip.
right. Hey, look, I'm neutral. Look, I got my hands up in the air, talking about hold up, don't fight. And then
See, but
nah, man.
y'all factor it out. They might fight more than once. They might
Man,
fight
Ooh,
that's
trilogy.
what man. I hope
Jones
it's a
Turner said he
trilogy,
got
bro.
2,500 on Bud. That boy believe in Bud. 2,500.
Hey, he capping. Hey, Pull, he capping. We was over there. Hey, stop capping, Jonah. Cause me and you supposed to have a $500 bet. Now you talk. Oh, I hope you got 2,500. Cause what I told him, Pull, and Right Side already know. I'm ready to sleep in the streets by this fight.
Oh, James,
I
man,
already
you
know.
said just 2,500? Well,
Man,
y'all got
that's
some
it. Man,
gamblers up in the house.
man, listen, he capping. He already know that shit. If he got it, I told him send it to a neutral party, and we gonna get him something to hold that shit to send it back, cause that motherfucker might be ready to leave the country with his wife money. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. Right Side. You
But
told me too
BH says, I'm a fan of the sweet science of boxing, fam. I got love for Spence and Bud. That being said, I got EJ winning the fight.
Agreed.
You know,
That
and
dude know his sweet side. He know what the fuck who that was that made that statement.
that was BH.
BH, you back with some sense then. You done hit that Hennessy. Now you talking good.
Oh, boy.
You know, when it
Yes,
took your
sir.
assessment, you done did an assessment. You like, hold up now.
Man, people gotta
And
stop
what
acting like
happened
this
with
ain't a
Bud
50-50
though?
fight though.
But we got to really look at it because Bud said he's not with Top Rank. He's not with this right side. And this is what I was telling people earlier. Bud got to make an adjustment. He got to humble himself and go to Al Heyman, bro. He have
Yeah,
to. That's the
facts.
only way you gonna make who what Bob Aaron said you fucked it up for one. So
I wonder
if
what
he go ahead,
I,
Pull.
I was gonna say. I wonder what the hesitation is all about. I mean, maybe he was just comfortable over that top rank. I just didn't understand what the hesitation because he could make all the money he wanted over there at the
He
No,
trying to
PBC.
get the money.
you
He
want me to
trying to
you
get
That's
the
want
what
me
I
to
money
didn't
tell you
up.
the
understand.
hesitation? You want me to tell you the hesitation? The fat ass Bomac, and forgive me, Pull, for using those terms on your platform.
No,
Brian,
you all right, bro.
But
oh,
that's
okay.
the truth,
What
bro.
what
Bo Mac,
Fat Mac the reason why? Fat Mac is the reason why he got all these hesitations because he in his ear. He listened to Brian McIntyre. He do, and he's
facts.
supposed to. Fat Mac been there from day one with Terrence though, man. And I commend him on that. But as far as advising him, I mean, Terrence got a lucrative deal right side and Pull. A very deal. He did what he's supposed to. But as far as securing those legendary fights, Jeff Horn,
Right.
I mean, Amir Khan, Green Machine. Who the fuck would then you would have the Terence Crawford, the Legion of Doom, with that bullshit talk about EJ did the
But you
easy
gotta
route.
look at Crawford's career.
But
He
then you
was
talk
he was with
about
a
they go
garbage
and they
promoter
go
before
again.
Bob Arum. So
A
all he
right,
Okay.
a
knows is
right
Bob
Look,
Arum.
side, a
look,
right side. He showed his age then when he said Legion of Doom, didn't he?
Legion of hey.
yeah.
He showed
You
his
know,
age
I'm
then,
putting
didn't he?
all
Amen,
of it.
dude.
They
And
don't know.
Bud
Them
just
they don't know
released.
what he talking about.
Oh, they know. They done saw them cartoons. They done had the throwback because all of them play back on the channels. I'm like,
Hmm.
great. Then all the superheroes teamed up before. Yeah, they
And
was in
now,
the
oh, go ahead.
they was over there in top rank. And a lot of people came through top rank. Floyd, Muhammad Ali, a lot of people. And Bob Aaron did a lot of good things and an extraordinary a lot of bad things. A bunch of bad
But
shit.
but 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 let's be honest, man. We got to give Bob and Top Rank credit. They
For
know
what?
how to
For
build
robbing
young
motherfuckers?
fighters. No. They know how to build young
Yep.
fighters. And when you're a young fighter, you want to be with Top Rank. The reason being is because you're gonna end up fighting 4 or 5 times a year. And so because they know how to build young fighters, I give them credit for that. The thing is once you get to a certain point in your career, you got to get the hell away from Bob, bro. You got to get the
Yeah,
hell
you
away
do.
from him because then it becomes promotional. It becomes promotional. Well, you can stay with him. You
No,
can
no,
stay
no.
with
It
him.
don't. It
Hold on,
always.
hold on, hold on, real quick, Ben. You can stay with him. The only way you can stay with him is if the weight class that you're at, he has the top fighters. If he has the top fighters, you can stay with him. But if he doesn't have those top fighters, he's not going across and making those fights for you. The
Yeah,
same thing with PBC. The same thing with Matchroom. At the end of the
yeah.
day, you can rock with a
Man,
promotional brand
Metro don't
for a
got
certain
shit.
amount of
We ain't
time.
part to talk about them.
It
Well,
do.
you can,
It does. It
but
does
but you
because
can rock with a promotional brand for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, because
But
he's not gonna make those fights at 130 for Stevenson. You know what I'm
but,
saying?
facts,
To
but see
become
what you
undisputed.
but see in the beginning what he was saying though, Put I agree with him though. What exposure was saying, it's just like when you first meet a female, you gonna put your A game out there for her. Then
Hmm.
once you done got her and you don't and I tell dudes don't get off your game. That's how Benjamin Israel end up with all the because she come over here. Y'all come over my crib, see the bubblies. That's for her. That Hennessy and that Louis the 13th. That's she already know. That's for him. Don't touch that. So you got to know how to cater to these women. It's not paying up women. You go in the strip club and be throwing $200-300 at a female that y'all better pray not get y'all herpes. But then you can sit there with them same $300 pull and tell them get them some knowledge. Right side, you can take them same 300 you finna throw in the club in the hood to Shabrika and Quanisha. Them three
Mm.
female bust it down, pay their light bill, and they gonna be ready to suck your right side. I promise you, they gonna remember that. They gonna say,
This
"Oh,
is, but you sound like you know how to make some moves in the hood, boy.
come on, man! If
See,
you got it and you gonna sit there and throw it in the club, talk about go there and make it rain, And these
Mm.
females with their lights off, you could be the black Santa Claus in the hood. This why I had
Yes.
issues with them dudes in Memphis. And forgive me with that when they killed young Dolph, bro. When them
Oh
dudes, when I
yeah.
said y'all, and
Yeah, I saw that.
Dolph was doing his thing. He was giving back to, and he wasn't born in, he was raised in Memphis. He wasn't
Mm-hmm.
born in Memphis, but he was giving back to Memphis so hard. And I'm like, God, you gonna have to do more than what you're doing, bro. The man, I'm talking about buying cribs, helping people out. I'm talking about this. What you talk about giving back, bro? It ain't just about going down there and paying rent, Quanisha rent and giving her a stack of 20 bands. That ain't shit. But when you talking about taking this old lady though, pool that done been struggling with her mortgage for the last the son all of, and paid that off. And matter of fact, I'm finna pay this house off and buy you another house. This, if y'all studied off this, we gotta stand behind our brothers who do this here. And how dare you mark ass dudes and them mark ass bitch ass niggas pull. And I told him, I was out there with my Hebrew brothers, bro, and telling them, man, y'all doing some bitches for killing that dude out of animosity, bro. And I don't want none of y'all right side. Don't never let your heart. And I promise you, bro. I said I would never come at my brother. And I gave you exposure. I told you the same thing too. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I said, well, I ain't know that was you. I said, be careful when y'all be coming at brothers. You don't know how a person thinking. And we can't be sitting up ready to just kill our own kind, bro. Damn, them crackers did enough of that shit before. You feel what I'm saying? Damn, I'm more at peace with you, brother. Right side, I promise you. I'm gonna tell you, bro. Here come my olive branch. You can say, man, fuck you, and you talked about my kid, bro. You started that shit, and I'm gonna try to help you remind that shit. But you can say I'm wrong. But in the heat of the conversation, sometimes I got to just hold my motherfucking 4 pound and just say, fuck all this shit. He ain't
Well,
trying to hear nothing else.
Boosie put everybody on game. He said it's your own city that try to kill you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he don't even go to Louisiana and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He was smart. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? You
right
just
side. It's funny you said that though, Paul. I was born and bred in Baltimore. My mom was raised in New York, bro. I was raised in Baltimore, and I left Baltimore by indictments, bro. I go back home every other week, but just to go back home and just I be going to my elementary school, and I go back to the hoods and I see some of the dudes, and I know half of them dead, half of them still doing the same shit. But when you see that there and you know what you came from, when I be sitting here telling dudes this shit on YouTube, I be, motherfucker, drop your location, bro. Motherfucker, stop with the indictment shit. That's how I see these motherfucker pull. Cause you ain't finna get here and sit there and tell me to drop no motherfucking location. They have the whole DEA waiting on me when I pull up with this Draco. Cause you said you wanted to fuck me up and we arranged the do a OK corral. You know what I'm saying? But you
right.
got a surprise for me. I done learned that shit on the streets of Baltimore with the same dudes from DC.
Yeah, he did.
I'm telling you, they ain't gonna trick me, no, bro. Dude, they ain't tricking me off the streets like that, bro. You can call
I
it what you
believe.
want. I'm gonna enjoy my best life, and when I say I ain't on your platform for none of that bullshit, bro. Nah, I'm here to
Let me
talk straight
let me
boxing.
get let me get some of the comments in. Let's say James Manuel says he says Mean Machine was rocking Bud really hitting his man. He's a C class fighter at best. Errol's gonna punish Bud. And Eric R says, once you build your name with top rank, you leave, and that's the truth. And let me see, he comes back with he comes back with Buzz Ways on top rank, trying to be a super senior. Yeah, at top rank, looking like Ice Cube and higher learning. Yeah, and who's real says when it's a price on your head, you got to move different. Dolphin was slipping, and let me see. Uh, that's about. Let me see. Then we got. He says. Eric R says. Bud thought he was going to get Manny's spot, but he didn't even get Bradley's position, and that's true. And he says. Pay these internet G's no mind. And who says he says a black man will meet up to kill each other, but won't meet up to build our community. That's bitch shit. Yeah, we all over the place here.
That's great shit
Right.
right there, dog. And this what and that at the end of the day, poor though, and that's why when I talk to both of these brothers, right side and exposure, because exposure suppose you out of Texas,
You done
right?
changed my man name. He exposure now.
Nah, my dude out of I think he out of you out of Texas, right, my G?
No, I'm out here in
All right.
Vegas
In Vegas, right?
Oh, you out
right
there where the
now.
money at?
I mean, I'm out there right now. I'm from Detroit.
Hmm.
Oh, I thought he was from
Okay.
but you know when we talk to the brothers though, man, I'm 39 right now. I'm living my life done been in the spiral control. You know what I'm saying? And I wish I would have sat down when I was younger to listen to my old girl. But I'm happy where I'm at right now. I don't have no complaints. When I go back home, I feel like what Boosie saying. And it'd be hard when I was just home and I'm saying, damn, I can't enjoy this shit like I want to. Cause that old side gonna seem like it gonna always reach for you. And when you take the Gervonta Davis, cause I know what the streets of Baltimore is built of. And just like my dude say he from the D. If he from that real dirty D, that shit is brutal over there too. And
Yeah.
to come out of these impoverished neighborhoods though, poor, and to better yourself. This is why I commend Floyd for trying to do that with Gervonta, just on that alone. You feel what I'm saying, bro? You got to learn to separate yourself. The hood gonna be there, poor.
Oh yeah.
Daddy gone, that shit gonna be there. The fuck you worrying about that shit for? Dirty ass hoes, pussy ass niggas, or however you want to describe them dudes, they gonna be there. Same shit. But if you talk about making a success of yourself, brother, you gotta take on a whole demeanor, bro. It's about winning. And Gervonta, you can't be out there choking these hoes on camera. Even not even off camera,
You
period.
gotta you gotta choke them in private.
Not even off though, bro. You got to just, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We gotta your hand got to be real clean right then and there, cause you on another level. The same shit, Mike Tyson. We got to learn from our peers, though, bro. Look what
Man,
Mike Tyson.
Javante came a long way. He done matured a lot.
He have, cause your boy talking to him, Kevin talking to him. He let them know, even with the Floyd differences, they learning as men. We got to work it out. Where we gonna benefit the most at this shit? What we have benefited the most at this shit? Fuck, cause how Floyd feeling. We know Floyd be always want to secure that 50-0. Shit, if that's the case, motherfucker, Canelo still making a fucking $100 million on 2 fights. What the fuck? He's still cleaning. He can fight 4 times. I mean, come on, man. You might well line Gervonta and Devin Haney, and Pull forgive me, and I'm glad I looked at my notes when y'all was talking. I was taking notes. I
Hmm.
looked down the scene because I called Devin the Nightmare Haney Pull, and I looked down at my notes, and I'm glad I looked and seen Devin Haney name right here. And we take fighters like Devin Haney, and y'all and you was talking earlier with um
Who's real?
who Israel, my alter ego. My alter ego was up here, and we was talking about how Devin Haney is in a 2 fight deal. And you even said it, Pull, if he beat the shit out of George Camboso, you don't see how Aaron gonna allow a rematch, and you know how he feel about them rematches. This one you gonna get that motherfucker Lomachenko all of a sudden in the midst of the contract. Page 3, line 3, and all this other shit. You be like, what? Flip the pages on page 3, line 9. You, oh
Hey,
shit.
hey, I hope they do that. I hope they do that
Hmm.
because at the end of the day, outside of Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney gonna beat the shit out of all them guys, bro. He gonna beat the shit out of all of them.
I don't know about that.
Who
I
who
don't
you
know.
see who you see beating them?
Tank Davis.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Outside of Tank Davis and Shakur, I think Dev's gonna beat the shit out of all the other guys.
I think Shakur gonna be a good fight for him. I think that's 50-50 fight. I
Well,
mean,
I think Tank Davis is a 50-50 fight, and I lean toward Dev to win that fight.
It
In
ain't
my
no
well,
opinion, that's
you
my
know,
opinion.
I
Tank
don't never
said
can fuck with Tank.
Tank said he was gonna move down to 130 to fight Stevenson. You
Shakur,
heard that?
yeah, I heard him say that. I want to see him
Hmm.
do it. I love that fight. I love that.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I got Shakur winning that fight, and let me. I'll explain myself real quick.
Oh, I already know where you're going. Go ahead.
I lean toward boxers. I think that
Hmm.
Shakur, the bigger, longer boxer, you know what I'm saying? I like Tank, you know what I'm saying, as far as the power goes, but if you can't land that power consistently, it's going to be hard to get guys out of there. And when
Hmm.
I look at a fight like a fight when he fought a Mario Barrios, a Julio Santa Cruz, he knocked both of them out, you know what I'm saying? But I had him losing the fight as far as rounds go, you know what I'm saying? I thought there were
Right,
times
right.
where he was just getting outboxed. And I don't think those guys are nearly on the level as a Shakur Stevenson. Shakur is a master boxer, bro. And I think Tank can be a master boxer. The problem is he relies too much on his power. And the other thing is that the size difference, the height difference. If I can keep my jab out there and keep you at bay with a jab, bro, I'm gonna win rounds. It is what it is.
Mm, mm,
That's a great assessment. And that's why I beg to differ about a Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis. Why Tank and you put some great names. You brought up your boy him and the other one there, and the reaching with the game, Shakur Stevenson. Shakur gonna get happy. Shakur gonna go to sleep before Leo Santa Cruz went to sleep, and I'm gonna tell you why. Just like you gave your assessment. He's phenomenal boxer, and I love Shakur. And we was bringing up the top rank business bullshit, and I love Shakur business with top rank because he down with Jay Prince. It's like almost like the deal Devin got with Matron. Shakur able to fluctuate. He can go from network to network too. It's like they're all almost in a partner agreement though, but he's under Jay Prince though. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. When you talk about matching it up, power and ring IQ and generalship, okay, Shakur Stevens stands a little, his statue bigger than Tank. Okay, we'll give him that. You know, his range gonna be longer. We'll give him that.
hmm.
The Tank done showed you against multiple, and now Shakur is a two-division champion. Give him credit. Tank ain't gonna drain himself to go down there. He just made that statement just to make the fight more lucrative. To it, I don't see why Tank should have to drain himself to go to 130 to take on the Shakur Stevens. No, you want me? And Tank the cash cow at 135. Who doing the bigger than Tank?
Nobody.
At 135. We just talking about.
Tank doing it bigger than everybody
If you
outside
want to
of.
fight me, bro, bring
Go
your
ahead.
ass up here and get paid. And I'm gonna knock your
Yeah.
ass out. Do not
Let
get
me ru-
fluid.
let, let me
But
run
how
this
do you
by
see?
y'all.
But hold on, real quick. How
Go
do
ahead.
you
Go
see
ahead.
Tank? What do you see Tank implementing as far as the skills go? The
See,
skill set goes. Go ahead.
I'm glad you said that because when Shakur bring that jab out there, and one thing Leo Santa Cruz did was neutralize. He used that jab beautifully against Tank, and style make fights. We got to remember that Tank made a great adjustments. It's like a book. You make adjustment, it's on to the next fight. He had none of these problems with none of that shit. A bigger fighter like Mario Barrios at 140. The jab was ineffective against Tank, bro. He was reaching it out there, throwing it out there. Tank was bobbing and weaving it. He was high guard and shoulder rolling from time to time. He was using two different elements of defenses at that time.
Right.
The
People
shoulder roll,
understand when you got that height, when you got that disadvantage,
but when you talk about
you gotta
slipping,
take them shots
Tyson,
when you coming
Mike
in because
Tyson had the
if you
same
slip,
problem with
you
the
gonna lose
big
an inch
fighters.
and you're not gonna be
But when you
close
got
enough
a
to counter.
punch, when you got a deciding factor like Tank, bro, this is why I love Tank. Tank got the deciding factor. I give, I give Shakur all the credit for being that slick boxer. But Tank got that deciding factor. And what is that? Get on the inside, hit his ass one time, and guess what's gonna happen? you're gonna be talking about, well, Shakur was doing a great job on the outside, beating Tank ass. Tank was even cut. And same shit they were saying with Santa Cruz. His daddy jumped in, oh shit. Knocked his ass in Kingdom Come. Tank track record show you what he don't got play power. For a dude standing 5'4", Tank punching like a dude 6'6", bro. Shakur, do not get in the ring with Tank Davis. Stay
But
your ass.
power is good, bro. But if you can't land that power, then it's irrelevant. And when we
But
go
Tank
back
can
and
land though.
well, hold
I
on,
tell
real
you
quick.
what. I tell you
Hold on,
why
real
Tank
quick,
can beat
real quick. Let me
Shakur
just say
any
this. Let me just say this. When we go back and look, he was losing the fight against Barrios, right? And Shakur is a much better boxer than Barrios is. If he
No,
was
I ain't gonna
losing,
say he was losing against Barrios. I say he was losing against Santa Cruz. So.
Undefeated champion, barely.
hold on. Let me finish. Let me land my plane, bro. Let me land my plane. So all I'm saying is if he was losing against Barrios before he knocked Barrios' ass out, and he knocked him out, I believe, in like the 10th or 11th round. I can't remember exactly which one.
It was
but
like,
it was a late round knockout. And if he wouldn't have knocked his ass out, he would have lost that fight. The punches that he landed against Barrios,
He's at 140 though. Stevenson still at 130. You think what's Stevenson gonna do when he at 140?
And that makes it even worse. He's even more slick than Barrios could ever think of being, especially down
we ain't seen him against anybody good enough to test his defense. Man,
what do you
Valdez,
mean?
He a C fighter, bro. Just because he got a belt, there's no competition at 130.
Stop the cap, bro.
Valdez will
beat. So who else beats Valdez at 30, bro? Who else beats Valdez at 30,
out in 4 rounds?
Who else beats Valdez at 30?
Tank would knock Valdez out in 4 rounds.
That ain't what I asked you. I said, who else does Valdez who else beats Valdez at 30?
130 is nobody down there. You think hearing it? You think hearing the last 4 rounds? Hearing to get knocked out in 5-4 rounds too with Tank. Tank knocked motherfucker.
I don't disagree.
Pedraza was a better win. With Tank beat Pedraza, he was looking like Roy Jones in there. He got defense.
Bro, he was getting his ass. Tank was getting whooped against Pedraza, bro. He was getting whooped against Pedraza. What are you talking about?
No, Tank wasn't, bro.
Yes, he was, bro. Hey, y'all watch the fight,
man. Tank was not.
Tank won every round, every second of the fight. He got his hands behind his back.
Bro, don't do that to yourself. I will let y'all go 1-on-1. When you look at Tank highlight reel, they pull up Pedraza fight. Tank beat that boy ass from Kingdom Come, bro. Tank, that's a highlight, bro. Go look at that fight. I look at that shit all the time.
His whole career.
Tank beat that boy ass like never before. This is what I was talking about. Tank was ready for Lomachenko. You got to remember, Pedraza was in there with Lomachenko, gave him 12 rounds with that shit. Tank would have knocked Lomachenko.
Daddy black Lomachenko. He gave Lomachenko a black eye.
Man, Tank would at that time I would have turned Tank over like he was a cerebral. I would have sunned him like he a king cobra at all the ass. You want it, Tank? You sure you want this shit? Don't tell me I'm y'all trainer, but I'm gonna let y'all
for better competition.
But Tank would have and I'm gonna let y'all finish doing y'all thing. My bad, bro. Y'all finish doing y'all thing. My bad.
Valdez, he hot trash. He all tripping over his own feet and shit doing it. He garbage. Like the dude trash. You know what I'm saying? Valdez is hot garbage. He was a top ranked hot job. That's why they protecting him.
Y'all let he been quiet. Let
Stevenson need to fight JoJo Diaz or somebody like that first before I even give him credit. You know what I'm saying? He need to move, stop being a weight bully, come up to 135, fight JoJo Diaz or Gary Russell. Or somebody like that, or let me see who else up there he could fight. Fucking Isaac Cruz, he could fight Isaac Cruz. You know what I'm saying? He stopped whoever his name is. He can fight him. He got to fight somebody real. Ain't nobody.
Eastside Cruz. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I think Ryan Garcia and Eastside Cruz they setting that fight up, and
for July either 16th or 17th.
Right. That's he got to fight somebody at like 130. It ain't no countdown there. That's what I'm saying. He got to step up. Like what's the guy he fought before Herod and Nakatila? He was scared of his power. So what you think he gonna do?
Nakatila just knocked out Burchell.
Tank would destroy him. Man. Like he could Tank would tear through him like
Burchell was
cheap.
They call Burchell the boogeyman. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. My bad.
Man, Tank could kill all them niggas at 130. It ain't even no comp for Tank at 130. Tank at 130 is a bully. You know what I'm saying? You got to have size advantage on Tank to be the only person that gave him
And
trouble.
that's what
because
Shakur
he
got.
broke his
Shakur
hand.
got the size
He boxed him
advantage.
with one hand. Tank can box. That's why people think he just a brawler. He can box too.
Hey, Vo Majesty says knockout artists lose rounds to land the big punch.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't disagree with that. The problem is if I'm looking for the big punch and it doesn't land, I'm losing rounds, bro. I don't disagree with what he said.
Bro, he couldn't land a big punch on Cruz. He broke his hand and outboxed him with one hand. Tank can box. He outboxed Pedraza. It was ridiculous. He didn't even get touched the whole fight. You know what I'm saying? Tank got defense. He can box for real. He going in, but you got to think when you fighting a big dude like Barrios, you got to come in with the high guard. You got to do the Canelo like how he did the big motherfuckers he was fighting. You got to go through them. You can't slip every punch because you're going to lose ground. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be able to land your shots. So you got to put the earmuffs on and you got to go through them shits until you get in your range. And that's what he did. So he finally got them. When he connected, it was a wrap. Thurman couldn't even stop Barrios, but Tank flatlined him. Thurman did more trouble with Barrios boxing wise than Tank did.
Who's real said Tank was not losing to Pedraza. He was not losing to Santa Cruz. Please stop.
Has anybody whenever I say he's losing, when I say he's losing, bro, I'm just looking at the judges' scorecards. I'm looking at the judges' scorecards.
Man, I don't know what judge.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Go ahead.
I don't know what judge's scorecard you was looking at, but I'm gonna ask you when this shit end tonight, when you do your homework, go watch that fight again, and I'm telling you, that's the highlight reel for Tank, and I don't want to get in y'all way. But one thing I want to move the goalpost.
Which fight, Ben?
Jose Pedraza.
Okay. I don't think
this the same one, man. He forgot Tank Davis became champion with him, bro. Took his belt. Need I remind you, Jose Pedraza was undefeated at the time when he ran.
He's good. He's a good boxer. He's a good boxer, though.
Great boxer.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I don't take nothing away from Jose Pedraza. Been in there with the great ones, especially when you got motherfuckers talk about Lomachenko better than sliced bread.
Hold on, man. See, this is the thing. You can't say Tank is a great boxer first, though not just a power puncher, right? You can't say that if you're gonna sit there and say the man loses rounds looking for one punch. You can't say it can't. You can't have it both ways, bro.
But see, when you able to make adjustments in
I think he's saying he's versatile, like he's versatile like
when
that.
when you able to make adjustments though, exposure, and when you in a fight with a person, he done punch in your eye. Because Tank got punched in the eye. Will Leo Santa Cruz got a fat ass eye. I said, damn, you let Leo did that to your ass? Leo was working that motherfucker jab. But Tank, just like Rice, I said, he had to work the range and get on
the to like Leo Santa Cruz not multi-division champion. Like he ain't a good boxer himself.
He's a great boxer. See, you not
No, I agree with that. He is a great boxer.
He's a Leo Santa Cruz, you ain't finna take nothing. Hall of Famer. How about that?
But I'm not disagreeing.
Tell these people credentials down, you gotta ask yourself, he's the first time or second. What do you think if Leo retired? How many battles you think he got to go up before he go in?
I'm looking at the scorecard right now. Tank won lose. They gave one round to Santa Cruz on the judges' scorecards before the fight was, and that was the second. Tank 49, 46.
How can they give him one round, bro? They scored all three. Hold on, bro. Hold on. No, he's talking about Leo Santa Cruz. For all three judges had it 48-47, bro. What are you talking about? Before the knockout,
I'm looking at the scorecard now.
So how can all the judges have it? How can all the judges score it? Glenn Fillman, Alejandro Rochin or whatever, David Sullivan, they all had it 48-47, bro. What are you talking?
That ain't what I'm looking at. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, okay. You got it, bro. Where you looking at? Let me know where you looking so I can know where you looking.
You should be happy that these young brothers doing their assessment right now on your platform, bro. Talking good, clean.
And real quick, bro, it ain't nothing personal, bro. It's all love. So
they never talking boxing, but I'm
talking boxing.
Nah, people get excited and be ready to fight over boxing.
Oh, it's passion. Oh yeah, be passionate now.
Yeah,
he got tagged up, but that don't mean he was losing. Bro.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, it was
let me go to boxing.
Okay, fine. Fine. I'll give it. If you go to BoxRec and look at the scorecards, bro, I'll say Tank was winning. All of them had it 48-47. You know what I'm saying? Before he got knocked out. That means that that's a
Tank was winning. It's only been 6 rounds. He was taking over.
I'm giving you.
He wasn't losing the fight. Is what I'm saying. You said he was losing.
Bruh, when I look at their scorecards, and according to their scorecards, right, it doesn't tell you who's up on the scorecard. It just says this is how they had the fight judged, right? And so when I go back and I watch the fight, hold on. When I watch the fight, I see Leo Santa Cruz getting off on Tank, bro. Go back and look at how Tank face was looking after the fight, bro. He was getting off on
his a little dude. That's because of the height advantage.
I'm not disagreeing with it. I'm not disagreeing with why. All I'm saying is he was getting off. If you're gonna say it because of the height advantage, Shakur got the height advantage. You know what I'm saying? Like let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Shakur ain't the type of fighter like Luis Santa Cruz. He ain't gonna want to be in.
He's a better fighter. He's better than Santa Cruz.
But you know what? Right side. I think Tank was letting. I think Tank was letting him open up and get comfortable with opening up as he was setting him up. I think he was allowing Santa Cruz because he knew Santa Cruz was a mover and he had the time. He had to get his timing down, and he set him up for that uppercut because he was opening up. Thanks. And he just opened up 1 too many times. Move. Well, you know what I'm saying?
He threw the same punch 3 times in a row. He threw that same punch and Tank timed the shit out of it and caught him with the uppercut, bro. And I feel like y'all think I'm hating on Tank. I'm not trying to. No, I rock with Tank. You feel me? It's just.
Tank boxing IQ is ridiculous, bro.
It's underrated. It's underrated.
Yeah,
bro. It's underrated.
His boxing IQ is crazy.
But so let me ask this: who do y'all think has a higher boxing IQ, Tank Davis or Shakur Stevenson?
It remains to be seen because Shakur ain't been with a quality enough opposition and different styles of fights to where you could gauge that. You know what I'm saying? Like Valdez is a garbage fighter. Like I don't even rank him anywhere near Santa Cruz.
Stop, man. Stop. Valdez is not.
I think Stevenson is the superior slick boxer because he's more of a pure boxer. And I think Tank is a little bit. He got more intangibles because he got power.
Stevenson improved much more.
I'm gonna beg the difference
from where he started.
Tank and the reason I'm gonna say Tank because when you look at the body of work and the fighters they've been in there with, Tank been in there with more world champions than Shakur. He done seen the flashes. Shakur's something special too. Take nothing away from him. But when you say who got the better one right now, it will be Tank. And Tank a shorter fighter. He don't work the jab better than Shakur, but he know how to work his little jab and get on the inside and put a dude like Shakur Stevenson as the sleep. And I'm telling you again, please do not
say he gonna put him to sleep.
We ain't never seen Shakur knocked down, bro. We ain't never seen this man knocked down.
Yeah, you ain't never seen him. Get in there with Tank Davis. Get in there with Tank Davis.
He was scared of his power.
No, he wasn't scared. No, he wasn't scared. That's my problem. You say he's scared. Hold on, bro.
He didn't want to get hit no more.
Exactly. That don't mean you scared, bro. That means that it means you have the boxing IQ. You have the boxing IQ to outbox somebody to go win a fight convincingly when you felt that they had power. You said, okay, I'm not trying to get somebody else. So what you want to do? Just stand in the middle of the ring and swing. That's what you want?
No, but
what are you talking about?
Tank is a way better fighter than that guy. You know what I'm saying? Tank is a way better boxer. He got higher IQ. He know how to cut the ring off. He know how to get close. It's going to be a hard fight for Stevenson. That's all.
I didn't say it wasn't going to be a hard fight. I didn't say
that. Hey, exposed. I think he's looking at it from style, making the fights. You know what I'm saying?
Right, styles.
You know what I'm saying? He's looking at the styles of it. You know what I'm saying?
Not been outboxed. Like you say, like Tank got outboxed.
Bro, who has been a better boxer than Tank?
Who's outboxed Tank?
Exactly. And once again, what I'm saying is the same way, like Poole just said, style makes fights. I think
JoJo Diaz did. Let's see Stevenson fight JoJo Diaz and somebody like that before we make that judgment.
Why we need to see that? I don't care. I'm trying to see
somebody that can press him.
Man, come on, bro. Let them boys get it in, bro. Let them get it in.
But I'm
Devin
saying,
Devin
Haney,
not
hey,
ready.
Devin better than both of them in my opinion. I
See,
like
there you
Devin
go.
over
the way
both of
JoJo
them.
did,
Now,
he Devin
now,
regressed.
see,
Stevenson is. I got Tank Stevenson.
I
Then
mean,
boxing
you know what?
IQ.
When I think of Devin, you know what I'm saying? I think of Devin and
Boxing
Shakur.
IQ, Devin the kill
Shakur
all
is
that.
that'll be a close boxing match right there.
I would
Um,
love to see that. You got to be a real boxing fan to watch that fight because
But I
oh
think
I think
yeah,
that
it'll be a more boring fight
Yeah,
than
because
most
it's
people
more
would
like
want
a
to see.
chess. It's gonna be a chess match.
Facts. I think Dev is the goods, bro. I think he's the goods. So I'm just saying, but I think
I
Shakur
think
is
all
right
of them
there.
are. I think
I
all of
agree.
them are.
they are good.
Definitely
They all
agree.
will be successful.
They are the good facts.
But
Facts.
I just think Tank the best one out of them. I don't think they can beat him. Like I think because they live off that sparring match they had out of shape.
Man, I
Tank
ain't talking
wasn't
about the
dedicated to the
sparring
sport,
match.
but that's what they living off of to make them feel
I'm
like
not living up.
the
That
fact they
ain't what we
holding on to
talking
that. They
about.
know Tank is that dude.
But that ain't what we talking about, bro. We not bringing up the sparring. Sparring
But
stay
they
behind
do.
the
That's what
scenes.
Devin Haney and Shakur bring up the sparring. They hang on to that. That's how I know that Tank is really getting in their ass.
Tank bring the sparring up too, bro. They all do
Because
it.
they
They
brought
all
it up
do
first.
it.
He never brought that
Man,
up.
here we
They
go,
brought it
bro.
up.
Stop with the nonsense, bro. Stop
Tank
with the
never brought that
nonsense.
up.
Let's not go down that route. Let's not go down that route. Let's not do that.
All I gotta say is, when they get set, like Cambosa's, he an easy fight for Haney.
Facts.
He gonna get the undisputed.
Facts.
And we can see from there. Tank said he want the winner. Let's see.
Hey man, but now this is the thing. Tank said he moving that he don't mind going down to 30 to fight Shakur. That's the
Right.
fight. I want to see that happen, bro.
Yes,
Go
sir. Yes,
make that.
sir.
And this is the
make that
so
at
hold on, bro. Hold on.
Tank
Let
is
me
not
rock on
going
this real
down
quick.
to 130, bro.
Let me
He's
rock on
not
this
gonna
real quick,
drain
bro.
himself.
This is the
He
thing,
said
though.
it, but Tank advisor Floyd would not let Tank drain himself to go back.
But this
Tank
is his last fight with Floyd,
130.
bro. Tank has came out and
Tank is
said,
not
and
going nowhere.
Tank came out and said.
They
So
done
you
made
think
a
he just gonna stick
kumbaya,
with Floyd?
bro. They done made a kumbaya.
Every time you got a fight, they say Floyd and Tank got problems and Tank loses.
Yeah, but they done made a
this
kumbaya. How about
That's
that?
part of their promotion.
Tank ain't going nowhere.
So y'all think Tank stay with Floyd, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. This is the problem with Tank staying with Floyd. This is the whole problem.
Why?
If Tank stay with Floyd, what big fights are there over there at 35, 40, 30 for the PBC to make for Tank? Tell me. When you say everybody, tell me who. Tell me who.
Tank is the big fighter.
Every fighter at 135, including Devin the Nightmare Haney, the same dude that I was just letting y'all talk, that I told you would give Tank Davis straight problems.
Facts.
Ring IQ, generalship, know how to stick that jab, would not let Tank get it, would not go in the phone booth with Tank. When you give yourself, no, Devin would not play that shit with no Devin.
I agree.
Tank Devin.
Oh, your boy Keyshawn talking about fighting Tank.
Man,
calling out.
But this is the problem. Look at the promotional brands. All the top fighters at 30, 35, and 40 are with top rank.
With Bo Mac, all them over there with that Bo Mac, huffing and puffing, trying to do this eye assessment. This is the same shit gonna get Terence Crawford over the bone fucked up. They keep saying they see something too. Now y'all got Keyshawn Davis talking about y'all Keyshawn Davis in there with Tank Davis.
That's my dude right there. I don't care about what y'all say. That's my dude.
He gonna get back to Catfish Crawford.
Come on,
he gonna get back to Catfish.
Man, they gonna get fucked up over there, man. Bo Mac need to stop with that bullshit, bro.
Big Israel, you know you my dude, bro. I rock with you.
Come on, man. I'm gonna let y'all finish y'all shit, but maybe it's me. But that shit don't make no sense to me, bro.
Hey, bro, some type of way.
And the fact that Tank smaller dude, he'd already fought a welterweight, basically. Let's say
but
Tank
I'm
could
not disagreeing.
Tank could beat Keith Thurman.
Hold on.
If Tank move up to 147, he'd beat Keith Thurman.
I'm not gonna disagree with that. I ain't gonna argue with
that.
That's
how good Tank is.
This is the question though. This is my problem. Once again, I'm gonna ask you, brother. If Tank want the big fights, right? What big fights is he gonna make over?
What's
at
the
the
big
PBC?
fight though? This is what you said. What's
a big fight? Let me elaborate on the big fights. I'm talking about big names. So Ryan Garcia.
Are these really big names though? See, it's big names to us because we know who these fighters. The casuals, Tank, people that don't know, like young people know who Tank is. That don't even watch boxing. We
not talking about casual fans, brother.
Tank,
brother.
That's who hold on. They try to sell to.
But let's move away from that. That's not what we're talking about.
But that's who they try. Like that's. But you understand, Tank is a different level of. Tank is the big fight. Like
I
People
got that.
that
You
don't like
Tank can
boxing,
fight
no Tank.
anybody, and everybody gonna buy the Tank fight. I got that.
Right.
That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what as real boxing fans. Let's talk as real boxing fans, not casual fans. Let's talk as real boxing fans.
Right.
We if Tank were to go fight hell, even when he fought Pitbull Cruz, we didn't look at that as a big fight, did we?
He's a
No,
replacement
It,
though.
no.
Tank is the big fight. Tank,
do you
he
look at
fight. He's
Rolly
supposed
as
to
a
fight
big?
Rolly Romero,
No,
and
we're
Rolly
not.
Romero,
We're
he fighting
talking
him
about.
now. That's his
See,
mandatory.
bro, you sticking
Hear
with
him
the
out,
whole.
exposed. Hear him out.
Hold on, the whole point you're sticking with, bro, is that Tank is the big fight. I'm not disagreeing
Right.
with that, but
Right.
as a boxing fan, I know who the good fighters are. So when I
Right.
look at the good fighters, those are the big fights to me. Whatever the casuals think what Tank does, I'm not worried about that. I'm talking
But you
about
got to
the good
understand the
fight.
business part of it. Like it ain't gonna happen with they can't
All
just
right,
do. They ain't just gonna do stuff in your time because you a boxing fan and you want to see it. That ain't how it ever worked.
that's still not the
You know,
question being
that's
asked though. You're going into a whole nother part. I'm not even talking about. I'm talking
you
about right
saying
now.
why they ain't fighting now, and I'm telling you, it ain't. It's because they don't want to do it right now. It's not the money. It's not enough money to where they want to do it. When the money be right, they gonna make the fights happen. Like
Okay,
Sir Court,
right.
he got to build his
I'm
profile up some
exposure.
more.
Let me
He got
ask you
to
something.
become.
When y'all both of y'all mentioned Pitbull Cruz and y'all mentioned Ryan Garcia and right side, and I want you to think I'm piggybacking on right side because I love both y'all energy right now. Do y'all really think Ryan Garcia? I'm gonna ask you exposure because you the one mentioned Ryan Garcia. You put him out the head like he a threat to anybody.
I
Do
didn't
you
pull him out of
actually?
nowhere.
But do you actually believe Ryan Garcia gonna fight Pitbull Cruz?
I don't
No.
care. I don't care. I don't think about Ryan Garcia. I don't want to see him fight. He garbage to me. I don't even put him in the equation.
No, Ryan is about to retire again.
Hey
You
man,
know what I'm saying?
so according and this is only like they always say, sources say, right?
Hmm.
I got my own little sources that individuals I talk to. From what I've heard, Golden Boy done sent the contract over to the PBC to make that fight happen. That's what I've heard. I don't know how true it is, but that is exactly what I've heard, and I
Yeah,
trust
I
my
hear.
sources because
I go
they're
ahead.
usually on point. They're usually on point with what they tell me. So I want that fight to happen.
Me too.
And in my personal opinion, I think Ryan wins the fight. In my honest opinion, because he's just bigger and longer. But at the end of the day, I want to see him fight some fucking body because the man ducks everybody. So I think Ryan Garcia can be good for the sport of boxing if he starts fighting big fights. He
And
probably go
Pitbull
ahead.
Cruz is a good name for him, right side.
Facts,
That's an
facts.
excellent name. If you're gonna promote him,
Hey,
you gotta hope he follow through. One thing I want you to remember, right side though, not to cut you off, my G.
No, you good,
Ryan
brother.
Garcia done caught more motherfucking COVID virus. The bitch done had the bitch done with a seizure composure. The bitch done with
He
a
ain't
mental health issues. The man done put out more fights than you put out your girlfriend, bro. I'm
facts,
telling you,
facts,
bro.
bro. That's
Why
a
the fuck you
fact.
gonna sit there and mention Ryan Garcia, bro? I
I
thought it
didn't
was.
pull Ryan
It,
Garcia up though. I didn't call
come
his name.
on, bro. We can't
but
defend
hey,
that the
But
way you
I
let
like I think Ryan Garcia is a good fighter, bro. I think he can
with
be a
who?
good fighter.
With
Hold on,
who?
let me rephrase it. Let me rephrase it. I
Do
think
it,
he can
do it,
be a
do
good
it. I
fighter.
love your assessment. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I think he can be a good fighter if he becomes dedicated to the sport of boxing, stops the nonsense and all the bullshit, and really dedicates himself. The problem is the fighters that he's gonna have to fight, they already been dedicating themselves to the sport, and so he's already on. He's on the tail end of everything because he hasn't been dedicated. So I think he could be, but now I don't know if it's too late. I'm not gonna say it's too late. I'm never gonna say it's too late for a fighter, but
And you know when we be on these platforms and they mention the Four Kings right side, and you know they also mention Ryan Garcia in there. They throw him in there with the Four Kings.
yeah, got to.
Devin, Tank,
Man, the four keys is
Tio, and
T.O.P.
Ryan.
Mo, Devin,
But see,
Tank,
but
and
when
Shakur.
you look at those four
That's
kings, which one of those four kings will prepare themselves? And I'm telling you, Tank would knock it. Now, only reason I say that Devin would give all it, I'm gonna snatch Shakur from that 130. exposure. Talk about he talk about he want to drain himself to go there. He ain't gonna do that. If they let Tank do that shit when he done did 132 times. WBA and IBF champion, he 2-time champion down there. What the fuck he need to drain himself to prove something to Shakur? Shakur unified 9 at 130, 2 division champion. Accolades is on the rise right now. Now your shit can go to a next level if you step your ass up at 130, challenge Tank Davis for his glory. That's a title by itself. And whoop Tank Davis ass, you the next man, because everybody reaching out right side and exposure to Tank Davis. Y'all ask yourself, I was wondering when y'all were battling with each other. Tank Davis don't need to ask none of them motherfuckers who what. No, they want to fight him.
Agreed.
They know where the biggest check at. It lies with Tank Davis.
Facts.
It ain't about all that shit. He said that he tired of Floyd bullshit. He said, man, look, when that shit get cleared up with Cambosa and Devin, the winner of that shit, I'm ready to hold all them crowns. Fuck paying the sanctioning fees to all them bills. I don't want to hear that shit. I want legacy right now.
But Big Adrian, this the problem, bro.
I
agree.
problem.
I agree with you.
It ain't
I
no
agree.
problem because Tank right now, that shit is tied up between Devin Haney and Cambosa. And I'm giving Devin all his roses for going over down under. Just like you said, Bull, he got to fight them dangos and them kangaroos. Not just them dangos. He gonna have to fight. He gonna have to whoop them kangaroo ass too.
Hey, bro, kangaroos. Y'all never seen the kangaroo fight, bro? They can fight.
Around here, be out there in the wilderness smoking that weed out there in Australia. Think you by yourself? Think you gonna see a deer?
They got
shit out your
they
ass.
got them kangaroos got agile necks.
Beat
You know
your
what I'm
ass
saying?
out there. You gonna be knocked the joint out your hand, kick you all in your ass, hit you with 2 hits. Hey, kangaroo kick your ass with 2 feet. You be like, what the fuck you did?
Hey, standing on his motherfucking tail on your ass. Hey, let me hold on.
And
Hey,
they must go.
let me ask y'all a question, bro. Let me ask y'all. This is a new play. I just got something from my man. What y'all think about Jaime Munguia versus Shane Mosley, bro? Shane Mosley Jr. Shane Mosley Jr. Yeah, they saying that fight might be announced for June 11th.
I think they right about the same speed, man. They the same speed.
Man, Munguia running from everybody, bro. He's running from everybody.
See, I'm gonna give you that one because you like to say style make fights. That's a picture perfect fight.
Mm-hmm.
Either fighter. I'm not gonna count Munguia
He
out that fight.
Junior just beat a washed up what's his name, Rosario?
Rosario, yeah.
Yeah, he just beat a washed up.
Really, but and he still was he dominated that fight.
What happened to Rosario?
Yeah, he looked good. He getting better. You could tell he getting better.
I was
coming along slowly.
When I watched this previous fight, bro, the progress he's made, bro, like like you said, he's getting much better, bro. Like I don't know what he's gonna do yet, but I like him. I like what I saw in his last fight. He looked confident. You know what I'm saying? He was dominant. He used his jab well. Hey man, I don't know if I like him fighting Munguia just yet, but you know, I think they made Munguia. Bro, Munguia been in the damn in the protection the Golden Boy protection program.
Well, I'm trying to tell you, they holding on to him like he Canelo.
Yeah, they got to. They ain't got too many fighters. They only got 4 or 5 big names over there, so they got to hold on to what they got.
He ain't trying to lose nobody else.
Yeah. They ain't got nobody over there, so I mean, they got a couple guys. I like Zerto. I like Zerto Ramirez.
Me too.
Go ahead, Poole. Go ahead.
But look at how many fights this dude got, man. He looking like he building them like Canelo because he already got about 40 fights, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? He should be way better than he is, bro.
Bro, him and Zerto, they both got hella fights, and they ain't fought no damn body. You know what I'm saying? I think Zerto fight this weekend, and he fighting Barbosa, but I don't even know how to say the dude's name, bro.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
And I'm like, I seen the dude fight one time, you know, and I'm like, man, he finna spark the shit out of him. And I think that was the same thing with Munguia last fight. He was fighting Oh shit, I can't call buddy name now.
He look like Zerto look like a Spanish Christopher Reeves or something.
Hey man, I want to see Verto. I want to see Zerto fight Bivol, bro. That's what I want to see. Or
Yeah, that'd be a good
Berterbian.
one.
Or
That'd be a
Berterbian.
good one.
I want to see them fight, bro. Like I don't know. After what I seen, I had Bivol losing. I thought he was gonna lose the fight, and he went and dominated this shit, bro.
Well, your boy, he was at 168 at one point in time, wasn't he, Zerto?
Yeah, he
You know what I'm
was. He
saying? And
was.
see, and that's when Canelo said he's not fighting
Like
Mexican fighters no more.
Zerto was the first person to duck. I mean Canelo. I mean Zerto was the first person Canelo ducked, bro. He even before all the other smoke came. That's when he came out talking about he wasn't fighting other Mexicans. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get out of here.
See, that's why I can't take Canelo seriously. I just and it turned my stomach to see some of the channels and you know what I'm saying they give him his praise because he just he just
Man, the
when it's
whole
real
boxing world big right here,
competition.
man. I don't know why.
Yeah, I
Bro,
just hate to see. Go ahead.
imagine if Errol Spence and Bud Crawford said, "Nah, we ain't fighting American fighters." Everybody gonna be like, "Hold on, what are we talking about right now?" But then but Canelo can go out and say, "I'm not fighting Mexican fighters, bro. What are you talking about? Go fight go fight the competition, bro." I don't get it, but I think he don't want no part of Zerto, bro. Zerto can fight, bro. He long, he tall, he got power. He ain't got the greatest footwork, but shit, you don't. If you want to rock with him, bro, he'll rock with your ass. And
Right, and see
yeah,
that's just a sweet way of allowing Canelo to dodge great competition. They allow it over and over again, and they hide it by putting them up. You know what I'm saying? Giving him some great tasks like fighting Bivol and it backfired on him. To say he's the face of boxing, man. And that it's an insult to everybody's intelligence. You know what I'm saying? This whole gaslighting they do, you know what I'm saying, to the casual fans. And they got the whole world in love with Canelo. Did y'all see how the crowd was booing Canelo?
yeah, I saw that.
I was that was the most shocking
Man,
thing for
Yeah,
me.
they said he needed to get booed for that performance. That fight was
he,
terrible,
hmm
man.
the man lost. Hey, I'm just asking y'all. I hadn't heard y'all score the fight. How did y'all score that fight?
He lost every round to me. It wasn't
I,
even like
I had
I gave Canelo 2 rounds.
I gave him 2 rounds too. I had it 10-2.
hmm
Yeah,
I
hey,
gave.
but that was the thing for Bivol, and my only I thought Canelo would win the fight, and my thing was I don't see if Bivol didn't knock him
hmm
out, I didn't
That's right. But
see Bivol winning on the cards, and so but the dominating performance that the man had, and then even the same way we saw it 10-2, the fucking judges saw it 7-5. And I'm looking, I'm
right.
like, bro, what
Oh
5 rounds did y'all see? Like, let me know, bro.
yeah.
They gave
Them,
if
Canelo the first
if,
4 rounds, bro.
If Bivol was black, they would have robbed him.
Facts.
But since they
hmm
look at him like he could be the Triple G replacement, that's why. But they still made it close enough to not for Canelo. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
hmm
Canelo
Like
got the shit beat out of him.
If Canelo would have had one good round where he landed some clean shots on Bivol, it would have been a draw. Just one.
Man, and that was the craziest thing. They were talking about the 12th round. If Bivol didn't go out, and the good thing, and one thing I respect about Bivol is that he went out in that last round, and he kept fighting, bro. He didn't leave that shit up to the judges. He kept
He
fighting.
knew what time it was. It's Canelo
Facts,
world. He knew what
facts.
time it was.
But I
If
give him respect for that.
Mayweather can beat this fool for 12 rounds and one judge will have it a draw, you know
A
what time it
draw.
is.
What the fuck, man?
That was the craziest. That's what I'm saying. Like
That shit is
they would have
crazy.
destroyed him, and
It's
they
like
still
they don't
got the
even see
majority of
the
the
they don't.
station.
Mm-hmm. They
And
don't even
then
see the
Laura beat
other
him,
people
and he
work.
lost because Laura beat him clean too. That's why he picked him up just like he did.
But the problem with Laura was Laura, he pulled off in those later rounds, bro. Like I thought Laura won the fight, but
Yeah, kind of
he
like
keep
Oscar De La Hoya did against Trinidad.
yeah, like he kind of coasted those last few
Right. He
rounds.
gave him. He gave him the door. He gave him a reason to get a fight to Canelo. Right? He did do
Exactly,
that.
exactly, and that's why I give Bivol so much credit, man. And Hey, we got to give that brother credit because he went out there and he beat the shit out of he beat the shit out of Canelo, bro. He beat the shit
Yeah.
out of him.
Well,
It was,
I think Coach called him that Mongolian warrior, that Mongol.
My goal is
he
Mongol.
looked Mongolian. he,
He is. His
That's what made
mama,
it so funny.
his
He
mama
come out there
Korean and his dad Russian.
looking like a damn Vulcan and shit. Well, that motherfucker was serious.
but
But
and that was the other thing, bro. I appreciated how he came out. He was
hmm
focused, man. I got to give that brother a lot of credit because to win that fight with everything stacked against you and to go out and do it the way in the fashion he did it, man.
well,
Much credit to
he
him.
was so disciplined, bro. The
Facts.
discipline he showed that Canelo can be outboxed if you could take what he put out. That's it. If you fight Canelo smartly, you know what I'm saying, and you're not, if you're not, overwhelmed by his mystique, you know what I'm saying, just like kind of like Tyson.
No,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Kind of
yeah.
like the people who fought Tyson. If you're not scared of him and you fight your game plan, you could beat him.
If you
So
ain't scared before you get in the ring, you got a chance. And the other thing though was, I mean, if you go look at the fight again, even the way he allowed his mindset to be in the fight. When Canelo
hmm
was waving him in, trying to lay on the ropes and rest, he was like, "Nah, motherfucker, I'm whooping your ass. You come fight me. Come to the middle of the
hmm
ring and let's fight." You know what I'm
I
saying?
think I forgot who it was. Some. They said if you allow Canelo to fight at his pace, you know what I'm saying, he can fight the whole fight. But if you set the pace,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, then you got the best chance to tire him out and beat him.
Man,
You know what I'm
Canelo
saying?
always was got. He always got. That's why he took the computer role. Whatever the fuck that shit called.
And
Right.
the other thing was normally you see Canelo walking people down. At certain points in the fight, bro, you see Bivol walking Canelo ass down, Canelo on the
Did
back
you
foot.
see? Did you see when he almost fell and he was on the ropes and he was trying to get away from Bivol? I was like, he in
Yeah,
trouble.
he
Yeah.
and hold on, this was the funniest thing to me. Go back and watch the fight. There were certain times where the fight would be in the middle of the ring, Canelo would get caught, right, and he'll have to back up. Bivol didn't come forward like that, but then Canelo
Yep.
he take this deep breath. I gotta go back in here and fight his ass. God damn! Like he didn't want to go back in there, bro. He didn't want to fight
And
because. Go ahead.
go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no,
Well,
go. No,
anytime
no, no, bro.
when Canelo, anytime he started coming forward, Bill would catch him with a nice jab, a
Yep.
nice stiff jab, and his head would just go back, it would just throw his rhythm all off, bro.
Make
He
him
was
reset.
all,
Make him reset. And the thing was when Bivol was throwing the jab, it wasn't like he was throwing one jab. He was pumping the jab. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he was hitting them with 2-3 jabs, and
mm-hmm,
then he'll kind of take a break, take a step back. Canelo come forward, he hit him with another 2 jabs. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Like, and he was using the jab as a range finder. He was using it to maintain distance, and he was using it as a
Disrupt.
scoring shot. Disrupt all of it, bro. Like, we
He
always
didn't.
say,
He did
but
not know which punch had the power on it. You know
facts.
what I'm saying? When he was up against them ropes and he would just tap tap, give him the move, you know what I'm saying? And then he brought the power. Boom. Couple of power shots. Boom. You know what I'm saying? He just had him confused. He didn't know what to do. It wasn't no adjustments to be made for him.
Man, and the
And
thing is,
Canelo just couldn't do.
go
He ain't have shit for him, dude. It's just he couldn't do nothing. He couldn't. Like Oscar said, he needed a new trainer a long time ago. That's when they first started the problems.
ahead.
He just
So
ain't learn no new. He can learn how to. He ain't got no tricks up his sleeve. He ain't got no new skill set. He's just the same old Canelo. He can
so
always get beat by Bivol or anybody that fight him like that.
let me ask you,
And
and I agree. How much of this loss for Canelo? How much do we give to Eddie Reynoso? If we look at Eddie Reynoso, Oscar Valdez lost, and then you had Martinez lose to Chocolatito, which even though I'm not gonna, Chocolatito he's a Hall of Famer, so I ain't gonna shit on. And the brother Martinez was coming up from a lower weight division, and he's I think 22 or some shit like that. So yeah, I'm not gonna give him too much shit about that fight, but with him losing the way Valdez lost, and you weren't able to make any adjustments. The way Canelo lost, you weren't able to make any adjustments. How much do we have to put it on Eddie Reynoso?
Yeah, I put a lot on it because, you know what I'm saying, he didn't prepare Canelo at all. For this fight, he didn't look prepared, period. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see
They
nothing
didn't have no
beside
type of game plan or nothing. Brother
uh-uh.
just came out there. It was just swinging. He was loaded up on shots. That's why he got tired even faster than he usually
Facts.
get. All he do is loading up on these big shots that ain't hit, landing shit, but on his arms.
And
And
all that head movement didn't work. None
Did,
of
did
that.
y'all
All that shit. Go ahead.
did y'all hear what Eddie Reynoso what his game plan was in the corner? The man said, he said, "Look, you got to use
Oh,
your experience." I was
mhm.
like, "Damn, when the fuck did experience become a boxing attribute, bro?" Like
Right, right.
when in the corner, like I can see if I tell you to use your jab your way, throw the jab 3 times, triple jab your way inside, try to work the body. That man said you got to use your experience, your family. They're watching the fight. I'm like, hold on. What are we talking about?
Canelo, you got to win. You got to
he tried to
win,
motivate him.
Canelo.
He tried like you got to motivate him, put some fire in him.
Bro,
But
ain't no
it's like
you
it's a time when you need a fire to be motivation, and then it's a time where they need
coaching.
actual damn advice, tactics.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm
right.
saying?
The man had no tactic, but it was the same thing for Oscar Valdez. He didn't have no tactics to. There was no plan B. There was no adjustments that were made, bro. Like, let's make
He should have
adjustments and
did
fight.
like he
Go
should have
ahead.
did like Bomac. He should have said you behind in the fight.
So,
You know?
at least say that. At least,
Right.
at least,
You
at least say that.
behind. Okay, Canelo, you behind. You behind.
Go knock him
Is
out. Go knock him out.
Canelo thought he
exactly.
won. He over there putting his hands up, knowing he got his ass whooped. Then
Man,
he talked about he in the press conference and Bivol only won 4 rounds or
stop
whatever,
the
whatever
cap.
he said.
Stop the cap.
And the fact he ever said that shit is crazy.
Man,
Like he
and
said the
he
right
know he
things in
lying.
the press conference. He like Bivol won. He thought he won 4 rounds. That's it. He won the rest. I'm like, man, you
What
got
fight?
your ass whooped. Like,
Bro, if you would have won 4 rounds, the refs would have gave you the fight, bro. What are you talking about?
Right,
bro, if he would
They
have
would
right.
have
won,
gave you the
if he would
fight.
have won, if he
Facts.
would have had one dominant round where he clearly won that round, he would have won the fight.
Bro.
They
Man,
gave
Yeah.
made it the draw, but he got his ass whooped the whole fight.
he got his
So if
ass
he had
whooped
any
the
good moment, he would have won the fight.
Bro, you got
Yeah, I
your
believe
ass
that
beat
too.
so bad. Go ahead. My bad, Paul. Go.
No, I was saying I believe what he's saying, man. If Canelo would have had a couple of dominant rounds and they spread out up in there, man, you already well we seen it his whole career, so I ain't got to tell you guys. Y'all already know what time it is, man. With Canelo when it comes to that scoring,
And
it's
that's what make it even worse though, because now
mhm.
even though I go and look, I go look at the Lara fight. I had Lara
Mm,
winning that fight. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
Triple G. I had Triple G winning the fight as well.
right.
When
I
I go
thought he
look,
beat Triple G. I thought he beat him both times.
I thought he won the second.
But
Go
then
ahead,
he
go ahead.
beat it with the steroids, so I still feel like Triple G got robbed.
But either way it goes, my problem is this: if it was a close fight, and this wasn't even a close fight, bro. This wasn't a close fight, and it
No,
still was 115 to 113. Right? That means it's seven. That's 7-5. So if this wasn't a close fight, in my opinion, and then I go look at the scorecards of the other fights that I thought were close fights, who knows how the judges had that shit already leaning, bro? You know what I'm saying?
right. Well,
It just caused confusion.
right. Well, they
I'm trying to
always
figure out
say,
what's the angle with this Canelo and the boxing mafia. What is the angle? Like they try to get the Mexican fan base to generate money or something? Because I'm like, when you look at
Absolutely.
the real Mexico country, they don't really fuck with Canelo like that. Like the
yeah,
Mexican, like Eric Morales and Marquez, the real Mexican boxers, they don't
yeah,
fuck with
yeah,
Canelo. They don't look at him like he Mexican. I'm
Mexican
just
boxers
real.
don't, right? Mexican boxers, but
Like Mexican people, they like real Mexicans. Like they like Marquez and
but
Morales, motherfuckers, like real Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But one
you
thing,
gotta
but
you
one
gotta
thing
go ahead.
you got to understand, Canelo is an industry too. He is an industry now. It's popular to back him. You know what I'm saying? He's a brand now. and he's more than a boxer. You know, they marketed
Right.
him.
They created him like they created this Canelo campaign. They
Yeah,
created this Canelo business. That's why they had him fight Mayweather to be so he could eat off his name. And somehow he lose, but him losing to Mayweather made him a star, which is ridiculous.
I mean, he got Hennessy deals. He probably selling pork rinds, and you know what I'm saying. They got Canelo
Right.
pork rinds and Canelo
Like
potato chips,
I
and
don't understand how the zone making money with Canelo. Like that stadium was empty, the arena was empty. Well,
I
nobody in
didn't
that
even
bitch.
notice that.
No, they got so many empty seats in that. Errol Spence sold more tickets to him in that same arena. So it's
Yeah,
like when he
yeah.
fought there. So it's like it's not even. And the zone. I don't even understand how they making money. They just giving money to Canelo. That's why he came back. He like I might as well get some more easy money from them. But the problem is he didn't have nobody. They didn't have nobody for him to fight other than Bivol, and that's why he lost.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Yep.
Canelo feel like I could. PBC was like, take this $100 million and fight Charlo and Benavidez. And Charlo, Canelo's like, man, I'll go fuck his zone. See what they talk about. They just get the easy fight.
But let me tell
You know what
y'all,
I'm
black folks, something. He is not gonna ever fight none of them brothers. He ain't gonna fight no David Ben. Anybody who y'all feel like
He should fight.
can throw some combinations. You know what I'm saying? In rapid session, he ain't fighting none of them dudes.
All right,
You
so
know what
let
I'm
me
saying?
ask this. Let me ask this, Paul. Who in anybody's opinion, how should Canelo move forward? You know what I'm saying? As far as we know he got to fight Triple G because of the zone deal. Hell, he probably got another fight with somebody like John Ryder, right? I think those would probably be his next two fights, in my opinion. Outside of that, the zone
You
said
just
they're not re-signing Canelo. So how
hmm
should Canelo move moving forward? What do y'all think?
you just called it. You know he ain't gonna fight no tough fights no more. You
he gonna
already
fight
see.
Triple G and retire. He go.
Y'all think
Mm-hmm.
he gonna retire?
I don't think he's gonna retire. I think he's gonna fight John Ryder. Them dudes that he can get whoever.
Bawasi is another
Vawasi,
fighter over there in the youth.
he
Go ahead,
is
bro.
not going back to fighting tough fights. You know what I'm saying? That it's it. You know, he thought he cherry picked Bivol because he thought he was the easiest
But now
one.
that he lost, he ain't gonna have no choice. Now that he lost, he either got to retire
Right.
or he
He
got
done
to
ran.
fight the real dog.
Right. He done running out of bum. You know, well I ain't gonna call them bums, but he's running
Easy
out of the
bums.
easy fights. You know,
They were
so
playing
he
the
can make.
last one. That was an easy fight that was credible enough to where it was a pass. You know what I'm saying? Because people wanted to see that fight anyway.
Yeah,
From a
we know
minute.
how he should move, but he ain't gonna move that way. You know what I'm saying?
But after playing, it
You,
ain't nobody easier. It's like that was it ain't nobody but the hard. It ain't nothing but the
y'all,
Benavidez.
y'all think Canelo care about being stripped? He don't care about being stripped. He showed you that how many times? He don't care about getting stripped
Hey,
at
He does.
168.
let me ask a real
He
quick
done gave
question,
the
real
belt
quick.
up twice.
Hey, Paul, how long you gonna be on? I gotta step away for a second. How long you gonna be rocking?
Oh, I'm for the we'll come back tomorrow night. 'Cause I got to pick up a load in the morning.
Oh
But
yeah, you a driver. You a driver.
mm-hmm.
Hey, Paul, I gotta make sure I tap in with you more often, bro. Appreciate you, man. Much love,
Hey,
much love. You know I
we'll be
always rock with you.
we'll be back on tomorrow night. So just to stop on through.
All right, will do, man. Hey,
All right.
boxing. What's your name one more time, brother?
She just called me Expo.
Expo. You my
Yeah.
dude. I rock with you as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm right side. So much love to you. Ben Israel, you ain't said nothing in a minute, but I know you still listening some type of way. And Ben, that's my dude too, man. Hey,
Hey,
I
that's
done
my
been on,
dude right there.
bro, I
Hey.
done been on panels where Ben Israel take on 6-7 niggas, man. He be in there. I rock with Ben, bro. I rock with him,
Yeah,
man.
I fuck with him too. He a character.
Being
Hey,
knocked out now, that Hennessy done
man,
put him to
Hennessy hit
sleep.
him, bro.
I'm sitting back. I'm sitting up. I'm like that energy. So I'm just sitting with my notes.
Hey,
I'm ready
Ben.
to get this up.
Ben, it's always love, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Hey
And
man, you be safe, my G, and do your thing though, bro.
yeah, look, I'm finna change my platform or shit right there, and then I'm finna hop on another panel and go talk some shit. Just
Hey
play.
man, do your thing. That's how you get. That's how you do your push up.
You know it, bro. You know it.
All
Much
right,
love to all y'all brothers, man.
for
Much
sure,
Oh,
for
love.
we'll
sure.
be Well, we'll do it again. Just come
I
stop
hold
on through
on. Let
tomorrow.
me. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Let me do something real quick before I jump off. I gotta make
Hmm.
sure. I don't know if I got the bell. Icon. The bell hit. You know what I'm saying? You know you
Hmm.
gotta have the bell and shit for to get notified for these shits and shit. So
Yeah.
give me a second. Pull counter. Because even now, like I hit my subscription shit online and it don't show you.
Yeah. You've been
Um,
on here before.
I
Hmm.
have, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I didn't even know you went live like that, bro. Like
Oh yeah.
I know
Yeah. I
you
had to
been.
wait till after them 11-hour days I be driving, man. I had to wait.
Yeah, I already know how they go. All right, here we go right here, bro. I'm hitting I got the bill for notifications. Oh, bro, I just hit the bill. Appreciate you, bro, man. Much love to
Hmm.
all y'all, man, and
Oh,
definitely much respect. And we'll rock again, man. I'm definitely tapped in with y'all.
all right. All right, y'all. Appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to Pool Counter Boxing. And we do this from 8:30. I mean 8:45, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? We click on and y'all come and check me out, man. And my man, me being Israel, will be here. You know what I'm saying? Right side, you can start, you welcome. You know what I'm saying? Just click on the link, jump on the panel, and you know what I'm saying? We'll talk boxing. See you
Facts.
guys in the next one, man.
All right, brother.
Peace.
All
Mhm.
right. Yep.